10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, for 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Of Ghana's entrepreneurs supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision, supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, funding and business development support. Among them, in the heart of forming the business landscape. For 10 years, our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision. Support was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. Innovation meets resilience. One organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision, supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub's journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision, supports 10 promising SMEs with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. Organization has been quietly transforming the business life, not just to survive, but to thrive. All of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Supports 10 promising SMEs with making accounting accessible and affordable. Innovation meets resilience. One organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. But to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision. Supports 10 promising accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, for 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. But powerful vision. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development affordable. One organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and accessible and affordable. One organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, it's small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. But powerful vision. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development affordable. One organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: supports 10 promising SMEs with the dream of transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity. In 2016, with a simple but powerful vision, supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. Has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation. First program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transformed not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive. The Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transformed not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience.
Welcome back from our re-energizing lunch break, and we are back to round 2 of our pitches. That's round 2 and the final round. We're going to hear some more innovative ideas, some more bold solutions for Ghana's agricultural landscape. So up next, we're going to have our next finalist, who is also doing something amazing in Ghana's agricultural value chain. And up next, we want to see their video. So if we have their video ready, let's go up for Naya Success Access. By the way, we hope we had a great time at lunch, because we saw a lot of people networking, talking. Don't worry, there's going to be a lot more time for networking after the event. But for now, we want to talk money matters, because it's very dear to our hearts. So,
as a farm, a 7-year-old poultry farm business into the production of eggs and chickens to reduce poverty, create employment, and also to engage women in the poultry value chain. We've been able to grow our business from a startup of 300 chickens to 5,000 chickens currently. We have over 10 interns and students who come in and out of our business as and when they need demands and when on vacation. With the support from Tullow, we'll be able to increase our bed capacity from 5,000 to 7,000, employ 5 additional workers, expand to the malls, and also buy equipment like the dehydrator, the commercial oven, the cutter, and also improve on our packaging to meet international standards. Good day, everyone. My name is Ya Edubasari. I'm the CEO of Naya Success Access Farms. At Naya Success, we say, chicken, excellently yours. We are an agribusiness, a poultry farm to be specific, and our business was born out of the need to keep year-round production and also innovation. Yes, this is 90% of the country's total consumption in a year. What do we proffer as solution? So we want to have local alternatives. We can grow our own chickens. We have done it in the past, where Kwabna Dako and others were producing to feed the country. So local alternatives. We want to add value to our locally raised chickens. We want to improve shelf life so that we can produce year-round. Currently, we have 8 products on the shelves. We have our regular live and dressed chickens. We have our charcoal grilled and smoked chickens. We have our chicken chips products. We have eggs as well. We have a collaboration with smaller scale farmers where we feed into their production and also buy from them when they need be, so as to care post-harvest losses. We feed into small businesses with raw materials, and we also supply the hospitality, urbanization, and also changing consumer preferences in terms of diets. We sell via social media platform and doorstep deliveries. We also have a farm pickup point, we have the retailers, and we also have the direct consumers. So we have different pricing models for each segment. We are in keen competition with the likes of Amas, Joris, and Jefanko in the Adenta municipality, where we have our key customers. But what sets us apart from the competition is that we take keen interest in our animal welfare, where we feed our chickens with greens like azola, moringa, and pawpaw leaves that will wipe away all our flocks, though we are taking our biosecurity very seriously. We also dump our litter. Our business has some financial history. So in 2021, we made revenue of 176,177 Ghana cedis. And in 2023-2024, we made a huge jump to 1.4 million because we had started taking a lot from other small-scale farmers, and we also scaled up to our bigger land at Ebri currently. So the farm has scaled up from also partner with the MasterCard to train 15 youth, and we are judged the best female farmer for Adenta Municipality 24. The figures in the first column are all history. They have been achieved. So with 4,000 layers, we're able to produce 21,800 crates of eggs. These numbers have been translated into revenues. So with the 4,000 layers in 2024, we produced 1.8 million in revenue. We are made up of a team of 6, which includes a vet, a poultry consultant, an engineer, and myself, Ya Asari, an administrator. We are asking for an amount of $10,000 US to scale up our production, to conduct product development on our products so that we can package them well and also scale up our production. We will also buy commercial oven dehydrators and equipment so that we move away from the current usage of 8, where we employ a lot of youth, so no poverty, zero hunger. We employ a lot of the youth to help them stay out of vices. We also have our internship programs for SHS students, some experience. Our business is made up of over 80% of women along our value chain. But we have over 50 women we have supported to start their own businesses in terms of hawking eggs and also chicken. There's the likes of Aquile, who is at the bottom there in red. Aquile used to sell 10 crates of eggs weekly as a hawker in the Adenta flat in Adenta municipality area. Currently, she sells over 50 crates of eggs. She's a single mother with 2 kids. We are up to the task of reducing post-harvest losses and also supporting Ghana's poultry industry with our processed chicken and ready-to-eat chicken. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for the presentation. So I note revenue, I think it is 2024 of 1.4 million. Take me back there to your revenue numbers and your profitability. And then I see, okay, don't worry, just focus on the question I'm asking so you can respond. So that seems quite low, because if you look at the revenue and the profit, what accounts for such low profitability, and what are you doing about it?
Okay, so the low profitability arose because accommodation for staff. Yes, it's still, we are trying to make the welfare also very good, because we are putting in toilets, painting, and others. At the same time, we are scaling up the coops. So we started with just 2 coops, and now we have moved to 7 coops. It's so expensive to come out with 1 coop. So this year, from January to March, we roofed 2 coops our latest scoops, and just the roofing alone cost over 50,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah, so in as much as we are bootstrapping, we are getting support to run the business. We are using funds to, also. So our cost is a bit high.
I don't know who does your accounting, but should we be capturing capital investment, capital expenditure as part of your profit and loss? Because I'm thinking that you would capture the net profit differently, and then your capital investment, because you cannot be looking at provision of those things and then using that to calculate your profitability. These are separate investments that should be treated separately. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I do.
Anyway, let's not drag that. My next question. I saw the numbers in terms of the eggs and the projections you are making.
Yes.
What is the laying rate you use for that calculation?
Okay, so the laying rate, we use 70% averagely.
An average laying rate of 70%.
Yes.
So if you're doing 70% laying rate of how many beds? 4,000 beds. You're looking at about 93 crates per day.
Yes.
Yeah, you're multiplying that by how many? 365. So you're doing 34,000 crates a year for 4,000 beds. Is that right?
Yes.
But what I see here, for 2024, I see 21,600. Does that mean that the laying rate, although you are saying 70%, the laying rate is lower, like 50 or 60?
So it varies. There are times it goes up, there are times it goes down. So that's the average we used.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
these
I will
are not
pause here
actuals.
and give my colleagues the opportunity to ask some questions.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. So which of your product lines drives your revenue?
Eggs.
The eggs.
Yes, please.
Okay. And you mentioned you are in both.
So we started, we operate both facilities. We started as a small scale at Adenta, and we moved to a bigger farmland. So the Adenta farm wasn't collapsed. It doesn't have live beds. So it's our point of sale now, and also point of distribution. And also we have the final processing kitchen set up there because of the nearness to the market.
Okay, all right. So what happens if you distribute, right, or it's made to order?
It's made on order basis.
Made on order.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Because my question was going to be, what happens if your distributors are not able to sell within the time frame? How you handle it? But if it's made to order, that's fine.
Okay, so currently it's made to order, but we are still sampling for the packaging. We want to shrink wrap it so that it also increase the shelf life. So we have FDA certification for this over a year now. Means to an end.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Could you please go to the slide for the usage of the funds?
Okay, you said it was fine.
The English word for was, we see 192,000. When we do the conversion of $10,000, it's not up to. We wanted to find out where the funding gap is coming from, please.
Yes. So with the first two items, we are buying inventory, the day-old chicks, broilers, and feed. And with that, within 2 months, be able to generate more funds to add, so broiler production.
So is the broiler, it takes how many weeks to produce the broilers?
Minimum of 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yes.
And do you have ready market for them?
Yes, and also because we have started segmenting, so the segmented parts really moves fast. We did a larger quantity, especially the wings and the drumsticks.
Right. My final question to you: what is at what laying rate do you sell your layers?
Okay, so the laying rate, when it drops below 60%, then we start having plans of margin is lower. Yeah, so the older the best, the bigger the eggs. Yeah, so we factor in, so we sell them off in phases by killing them. We have a vet who comes periodically to kill them. So yeah, so immediately they reach 60, dropping to 50%, we start killing them and selling them out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you too.
Thank you, Naya. We hope you are set up. It's Asasiaba.
My name is Ruchukudo. I'm an executive assistant at Asasiaba Limited. It's an agribusiness based in Ghana. Asasiaba is committed to building an inclusive agricultural value chain with a strong focus on empowering rural communities. Our core operations include sourcing, aggregating, and supplying quality shea nuts to local and international businesses. So ever since we've launched our business operation in 2021, Asasiaba has created a strong aggregator network in the north and has also exported over 2,500 metric tons of soya bean and has also empowered over 500 women in the rural communities. This support will enable us scale our operation by investing in storage, logistics, and employ more women. It would also help us to enter into new markets and also reach our goal of exporting over 50,000 metric tons of soya bean.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Asasiaba.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ruchukudo. I'm the specialized project lead and also doubles up as an EA at Asasiaba Limited. I'll be taking you through our presentation. For today, our main focus would be the company overview, the target market, our financials, how we intend to use these funds to accelerate growth, and our impact. Asasiaba is a Ghanaian-owned company which was established in 2016, and we are a commodity trading company. We are based in the northern region. Over the years, Asasiaba has identified that most smallholder farmers lack access to premium market. With this, because the reason is that they do not know the specification this premium market actually requires. That's where Asasiaba comes in. We bridge the gap between smallholder farmers and the premium market, which is we source from the smallholder farmers, we put it into the right specification, and then we supply to the premium market. Our product involves shea nuts, non-GMO soya beans, and sesame seeds. Our target market at Asasiaba, we deal with anybody who wants to source from Africa. It ranges from food consumer all the way to cosmetic manufacturers. Our primary market involves Africa, Europe, and North America. 2022, our revenue was 2.8 million, and it went up significantly to 16 million in 2024. Our gross profit margin. In 2022, we made a gross profit margin of 192,000 and increased significantly to 654,000. Most of you may wonder why our revenue is so high and then our gross profit margin is slightly low. This is because our cost of operation is quite high. A good example is that one truck of shea nut is over 450,000, and after we take our operation cost from it, we make a revenue of about 4 to 5%. In the coming years, Asasiaba seeks to make a revenue of 28 million in 2025, which will increase significantly to 160 million in 2028. Our gross profit margins would be 1 million in 2025 and will increase to 30 million in 2028. To achieve this revenue target, we aim to make our production volumes of 2,500 metric tons in 2025, which would increase to 15,000 metric tons in 2028 to meet the revenue target of 160 million. We have a well-dedicated and experienced team of Nana Kojo Battles Kujo, our Executive Director, Peter Opombio, our Quality Assurance Lead, Edmond, and myself. Include our local aggregators, Grow For Me, Complete Farmer, and Wame Agro. One may wonder what distinguishes us from these competitors. What distinguishes us is that we have direct farmer relationship and quality assurance system. We also have strong interconnections with our buyers. Our funding and use of funds. We as Asiaba intend to raise a fund of 10,000 USD to accelerate growth, and we will apportion 10% of this money for technologies such as moisture meter and probes. We will use 10% to generate buyer leads, 20% for logistics, and the remaining 60% for our working capital. Our impact. Over the years, we've worked directly with over 50 plus people, which includes loading boys, bagging teams across 4 districts. We currently work with over 500 female pickers, and we intend to scale to over 1,500 women when we access this fund, and that is a 200% increase from what we currently do. Our SDG goals. At Asasiaba, some of the things we do actually align with our SDG goals, which includes zero poverty, zero hunger, gender equality. This is Asiaba, and we welcome you to join us to transform Africa agriculture by reaching out to Nana Kojo Battles and myself, or you can actually visit our website for more information. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ruth. Before my question, can you kindly walk through your business strategy? So your products include shea, sorghum, and you said soybean, right? Okay, so do you farm them? Is there an outgrower scheme? Can you just do some?
Okay, so for Asasiaba, as I said earlier, we are an intermediate holder farmers. We put it into the right specification because we have direct contact with the buyers. We put it into the right specification.
Or international buyers?
So for now, our buyers are local buyers.
Okay. Also, with your historical financials, I noticed there was a drop in revenue, 2022 versus that drop. And how were you able to significantly increase it in 2024?
Okay, so our revenue in 2023 was 1.1 million because as at the time we were into soya bean. So we transitioned to shea nuts because there was actually a ban on soya bean. And with the infrastructure used for shea nut is relatively high. So we spent a lot of money transitioning from soya bean to shea nut. That's why our revenue dropped in 2023 to.
Can go to that slide. The projections. Yes, I see just share. Does it mean that for 2025 up till 2028, you are not looking at the other commodities you currently, or you mentioned you were trading in?
Okay, so for now, because we deal in shea nuts, our projections are actually tailored to shea nuts. But as the time goes on, we'll actually diversify based on what we want to do. So for now, these projections are actually for shea nuts. Thank you.
Okay, so just to be clear, you currently do not do the soybean or the...
Could you please walk us through your cost of operations? You said it was very high. Could you elaborate what all involves in the cost of operations?
Okay, so for our cost of operations, so I gave an example earlier that to make it a bit clearer, for a truck of shea nuts, we spend over 450,000 on the truck. So our cost of operation is quite high. And after we supply this to our premium market, we actually take our operation cost, our logistics, and any cost incurred in sourcing that truck That's why you can see that our revenue is quite high, but our gross profit margin is relatively low because of our cost of operation and the money involved in securing such trucks.
So, how are you able to secure your supply base, right? Because I know that for the women up north, sometimes they even have people pre-financing them or paying them in advance or ahead of the share season. What are you doing at Asasiaba to ensure that you're able to have that supply to meet the demand you may have identified?
Please, the question again.
How do you secure your supply base as Asasiaba with regards to share nuts? Because we all know, or at least I know, that for share nuts, it's very, very, or aggregating this is quite competitive, right? Everybody seems to want it. And so some of the businesses or some of your competitors actually would pre-finance or pay these women in advance, so ahead of the share season, so that when it's time to pick and sell, they have like the first buying rights. And so I want to know, at Asasiaba, how are you ensuring that even as you want to scale up, your supply base is secure, that at any point in time you have the quantity of share nuts to meet the demand from your customers?
So at Asasiaba, one of the advantages that we have over other suppliers is that relationship, we communicate quite often, so they already know ahead of the season that these are their customers that we would come and purchase from them. So we leverage on our relationship with the smallholder farmers to actually meet the demand of our buyers. Sorry. Thank you. Welcome.
Farmers benefit from your operations.
Okay, so because Asasiaba to the middlemen and the aggregators who tend to exploit them, we also support them with capacity building by training them on the kind of specification we need. And yeah, so that's the support we give them.
You mentioned that your buyers are local. What do they use the product for?
So most of them actually use them for cosmetics products. Some of them also use them for oil and different things that do.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, do we have another round of applause for her? Thank you very much, Asasiaba.
The company is AgriVentures. We are into production of dry food. Purposely now is potato chips. We have other brands like plantain chips, cashew nuts, peanuts, and others. The major problem our business is solving is post-harvest losses. Potato is one of the perishable products that, if harvested and not patronized early, it got rotten. There are weevils that attack it. This also provides jobs for other youths. We currently have 18 full-time employees and still counting. Yes, with this support, as you can see currently, most of our push. If you get funding, you can get machines that can wash the potato, slice it, and actually pack it, and also expand the production volume.
Please give it up to Mike D. Ventures.
So, as you can see, my name is Micah Kojo Tullow. Actually, I had never attended any preschool, call it KG or kindergarten, nursery school, just because I have to work as a farmer and fisherman to pay my own school fees to start formal education from class 1. Thank God, today I'm the head of the team for the organization called AgriVentures. The brand is Mem Foods, and we are actually into agro processing. Our main objective or vision is to go beyond excellence in food processing, and the mission is actually to maintain excellent standard in every step we take. Therefore, we are here today to pitch, to get funds to expand potato chips production. The problem we identify here actually within the potato chain is the post-harvest losses. We also see reliable, regular income for farmers. There's hunger and there is employment that we need to solve. So for this, we are really going to assure farmers a reliable income as they are going to get off-taker contract from us. We are also trying to do our best to give the farmers assurance that their produce will never lose after production. That's for post-harvest losses. And for hunger, the potato chip will be ready to take. We will also make sure we expand our production by employing more people. So with more extra hands, we can create or solve the problem of unemployment. So as we see, our products are in very variants. We have cashew nuts, ginger chips, peanuts, peanut butter, plantain chips, and of late, our sweet potato chips that we really need to expand. Our main off-takers are share shops, the China Mall, and the Goy shops, and surely we have GEBA certification also for exportation. Therefore, our main objective for this funding is actually to improve in our packaging. As we see currently, it has a long way to go for the international market, specifically in the upper class that we want to enter. So we found we can really improve in our packaging quality. We can also demonstrate a resilient financial history. As we see, since 2021, we are able to maneuver the storm of financial losses, and from 2024, we are able to make a modest gain, and we are on the growth trajectory. So the figures actually show that we are able to move even from negative zone to a real positive area by the 2024 and 2025, still counting in a very good positive trajectory. So the team, as I already said earlier, although I never had any primary opportunity, but think of myself, at secondary school, I offered agri science, and from agri, I'm improve on that. And since agro processing has been my main background, which I'm well versed in it, but I have strong backing also, like Dr. Atete, who is very good also biochemistry, as well as Madam Letitia, who is very well consultant for Asia and all others, and the other team members like Konedu Awaje with a good financial background and food processing background was Vida Akri and others. So we identify our big brother, the Sparks, as our main competitor ahead, and there are other competitors like these other brands. Mostly they are not sweet potato and also formulated from outside. So we are very sure with our sweet potato and our good formulation, we will surely get the upper hand and really grow the market bigger. And for the funding, as we know the ticket size already, we could hold in around the 120,000 that we believe we can also make good use of to grow to the next level, actually. And we are hoping actually to improve our processing and packaging and really expand our business as we do very well. And the impact will really demonstrate in the human resources that are going to gain, and also more capital growth means more GDP to Ghana and many sectors. The impact, actually, once again, is the employment that we are going to create very much. And when it comes to SDG, we are really working around the goal 8.1, 4, 5, and 6 that talk about employment, the sustainability, the quality, and the gender level also. And even as you can see by the from our level of team that are on board, we are really working with women focus. So over 70% of our employees are women, and more so not just women but youth who are under 35 years. So we are very sure we can really improve and also serve the unemployed youth as the target could be. And generally, this could be the summary impact of what we are looking for. So if you listen time, I can come back and tell you very well that most of my background in the agro-processing really let me know the challenges that they face. If you can know the real take of the potato chip from 2020, generally the Ghana statistics has come down because of loss of preservers. In 2020, they're able to produce about 3.5 million metric tons of potato in Ghana, but only 2.5 metric tons have been processed or consumed, meaning that at least more than 100 metric tons have been wasted, which is a great preserver loss to the farmers, which is really discouraging them. So if you fast forward to 2024, if you look at the production statistics, the production has dipped almost 90%, and this could be really due to the preserver losses that the farmers are enduring. That's why they may not be encouraged. But with our incoming now, we are sure of more guaranteed markets for farmers, and they'll be more interested to actually go into more potato farming. Even the good news over here is that right now we even strike a deal with Grow It Green, who are in a wrong Ahafo area, and they are sure of even supplying potato. Already our suppliers are in the eastern region, specifically Sedom, where we pick from them. But now we are having the opportunity even to expand more, which will be encouraging the expanding of the market. And again, we can really assure this fund that we have the export potential already. Export even inquiries are coming in, that once we get the support, and you agree with me that our packaging need improvement, that we can really improve. Once it's well improved to that standard, we can sure to get their real market that we need.
Mike D. Ventures. Tell me about your numbers in terms of direct employment and indirect employment.
The direct employment payroll now is specifically 18, but the indirect, we are hoping over 50, just because we have transporters that carry the goods to us. We have the farm laborers also that cultivate the produce, and when we, after processing also, we gave it to the supermarket. Though we are into B2B, but this shop that we supply also have employees that go to sell this product to them. So in all, we are really indirectly over 50, but specifically there are 18 on our payroll.
When you are successful speech, how do you think it will impact the numbers in terms of employment, direct and indirect?
Yeah, the direct employment, as we see, at least within the next 2 years, we should be able to add at least 15 more direct staff to our numbers. And indirect also, like I said, right now we are about striking deal at BA with, Grow It Green, that we already know. So imagine from there, we need transport to carry it to Accra, and we also need people to go and sell once it's more. The Grow It Green, we need to engage more hands to cultivate the quantity that we need. So this will make us expand our indirect employment also. So on the indirect side also, we are hoping to actually support not less than 100 people within the 2 years period if we are able to get this fund.
Right. My last question before my colleagues come in. Can the sweet potatoes be baked instead of fried?
Well, we are very strong in R&D, and we are going through that R&D. So instead of baking, yes, we are trying air frying method. So if the air frying, that is the R&D that is well advanced in our organization now. But for baking, it's a good idea that why not we will put it to also test and see how really our ultimate is the shelf life and the quality. Once it can give us good shelf life and the quality will be maintained, why not?
Sorry, I said that was, I lied. Just look another. Do you farm the product yourself, or do you source from other people? And what are the plans in terms of farming?
Yeah, like I said, currently we source from farmers, specifically at Sedom in the eastern region, the Europe of Kosombo, just behind the mountain over there. And we realized that they need support. So with our organization challenge now, we believe in backward integration. So what we are planning to the future is to have a backward integration with these farmers where we support them we are not going to own the farm. The land will belong to them, but we have to say, sign off-take agreement with them. And specifically, so the potatoes are different varieties. If you know, some have yellowish skin, while some have red skin, whatever. So the variety that we want is what we give them to produce for us. And within the process also, we are going to engage extension officers that will see to it that the right process is followed. Because one main thing we are identifying is the weevil that attacks the potato. So that should be solved for us. That take right potato, that is very good. So we are going to just support farmers to cultivate for us, but we are not going to own farm called main farms, no.
Okay, thank you, Micah. How does the seasonality of the plantain affect your production?
Very, very seriously. As you can see, if you care to know, in January, we take a ton of plantain at 3,000. As at yesterday, it's at 20,000. So it is really seriously affecting, and like we say, it's just one after the other. We could see the ticket size at this pitch, so that's why I don't overload our program with it. But we have a plan actually also the same way to backward integrate with farmers that can produce our variety, desired one, with all the agronomical practices well on point for us. That no more be seasonality, because it's pitiful. We have the largest man-made lake in the world, so why can't we cultivate plants around the year, but it has to go seasonal? So it's within our plan that with good capital, yes, we can, do something better.
Okay, so with the seasonality of your raw material, I assume that the same price you are selling this in January is the same price you are selling now, even though the cost of your raw material has gone up, right?
Please, no, we actually have no option that also increased to enable us to survive.
You've increased. So I was going to ask what your margins are and how you support yourself with the difference, like your cost of production. So in January, how much were you selling this for?
In January, we are selling this for 25 cedis.
And currently?
35 cedis.
Okay. Yeah, it's understandable. All right. And your financials, historical financials, did you say you made 600,000 in 2024? If you can go back there again.
Yes, please. I think this could really sell for.
So the one, I think the slide before this one.
Yes, yes. So this is 2024 historical in the graph form.
Okay. So the revenue, that is the longer bar, right?
Yes, please. Exactly.
So that's 600,000.
Yes, please.
Okay. Please go to your projections. Okay, so 600,000 revenue in 2024, but in 2025, you are projecting to make 144,000.
That's for potato only, because this pitch is focused on potato. But for the other years, we are talking about other groups of produce that we have.
Everything together.
Everything together, please.
Oh, okay. So for 2024, how much did you make from potato only?
For 2024, we actually started potato in 2025. So that's why you can see that we have no figures for it.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
So what is informing the push into potato?
Well, as you see, we are into agro processing already, and we have the market over there, and we actually even respond to the market demand. So many people see our product, they know that MEM is quality. So the customers were the first people that requested that we don't have this in the market. Though our even competitors, these packs, they are somewhere only in Accra, but we had the opportunity to be in Kumasi as well. So when they got to Kumasi, we must inform me that we started even just this July, and Kumasi seems to top even Accra in terms of potato chip, the demand for it. And we are very sure of they requested for it, they can surely go. You can have a bite and see the taste. We're able to go through R&D and make it very crispy and also crunchy the way they want it.
Thank you.
So when plantain season comes back, will you reduce the cost of your
trip? Sure, please. Because there's competition, so if you don't calm down, your competitors will take over.
All right, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much, Mike D. Do we want to do another round of applause for him? Thank you, we do appreciate it. So, shall we have our next finalist? So our next, as we get the video ready, our next finalist is an agribusiness company dedicated to transforming Africa's agricultural sector through innovation, sustainable farming, and efficient market systems.
Hi, I'm Stanley Smith-Aqua, the lead for Smithfield AgriBusiness. Smithfield AgriBusiness is an agri-food supply chain company where we aggregate from smallholder farmers who we relate to as partners, and then we make the food available and then also affordable to direct consumers and other institutional buyers. So far, we've had a lot of impact within the communities that we aggregate. Last quarter of last year, by the courtesy of one government agency, we were able to train 1,000 smallholder farmers, vegetable smallholder farmers, where they were taken through best agronomical practices, how to handle food when they are harvesting, and then how to even calculate some basic nutrients and also fertilizer for their farms. The support from Tullow would help us boost our infrastructural development. Purchasing a solar-powered cold room would help us aggregate more and store more produce from smallholder farmers and make it also available to consumers at all times. Thank you.
Please give it up for Smithfield.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Do I need to introduce myself again? All right, I'm Stanley. I'm the lead for Smithfield AgriBusiness. Smithfield AgriBusiness is a food supply chain company. What we've been doing over the period is introducing innovation in the supply chain of the agricultural value chain. What we do is making very ready produce from smallholder farmers to consumers at all times. Being with farmers for over a decade, we realize that they have enormous problems. Some small, some big. However, what actually sticks with us as Smithfield is dealing with a farmer's emotions where they've lost produce, and that is post-harvest losses. This leads to the ability of them losing cash. On the other side, consumers like you and I are also not safe because because there are times that you buy tomatoes and the tomatoes is even in the fridge and it's getting spoiled. All this is due to the fact that poor handling and other chemicals which were used on the food has effect on the produce, and which also has effect on us. Smithfield AgriBusiness, as we have been part of the value chain, chanced on this document, which is on March 2025, where the United States Department of Commerce made a key insight with regards to how Ghana is losing about $900 million in the supply of fresh vegetables, which is actually an annual problem. This is what has been documented. However, there are ones which are not even counted for, which is smallholder farmers far and near. Smithfield AgriBusiness is focused on providing an integrated supply chain system where we aggregate from smallholder farmers. It goes through a process of rigorous checks so that chemical residues on produce, especially vegetables and fruits, are well checked before it gets to the consumer. These are our products. We make sure that we reduce the use of plastics, introduce more cartons in delivering our produce after we have had that touch in terms of sorting, grading, cleaning, and then disinfection of even the vegetables before it gets to the smallholder, before it gets even to the consumer. We are targeting 6 million USD, which is the serviceable obtainable market of the vegetable or even the fresh market, fresh food market. And we are doing that by achieving it through serving these consumers, the direct consumer, the food processors, and even some food businesses. Our market strategy is in 3 phases. If we talk about positioning, we want you to wake up every morning and be thinking of the kind of produce that we bring to your doorstep. And therefore, we believe that we are not the only lead in the market. We do retail and wholesale as our distribution channel. Last year, we did a turnover of 548,000 cedis and a profit of 82,000 cedis. This is actually a plowback that has gone into the company to help us scale, especially on the infrastructural level. By the end of, or in 3 years' time, we are looking to have a revenue of about 2 million plus Ghana cedi. This is the formidable team that has been working strongly. We encourage more interns, we train them, we give them that sense of purpose. Our current system was built by these 2 young ladies who are software engineers, and myself and the others also work effortlessly to make sure that farmers understand what they are doing, whilst consumers are also aware of where their food is coming from. Competitive-wise, we stand out using the technical and input services or support that we give to smallholder farmers. We train them, we give them the best of knowledge, because without that, they can't give a good product in the end. And then certification and traceability. Personally, I'm a food safety auditor and also a farm assurer. So I'm always on the field with the smallholder farmers, teach them which chemical is supposed to be used at what time, and then also which even some basic home chemicals that can be used to even disinfect some vegetables at home. The ask on the table is 10,000 USD, and this is the breakdown. 50% of that 10K is going into supporting our infrastructure development, and then the others are broken down as such. Our impact has spanned from point to point, where we've done a lot of training, because without that, smallholder farmers are still not valued. Last year, last quarter of last year, we trained over 1,000 smallholder farmers in letting them understand what the best agricultural practices are. And then we formed the first greenhouse farmers cooperative in Ghana. We have had some traction, being featured at a couple of high-level and mid-level platforms, MTN, IOBA, BNFT, and other platforms. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Stanley. You mentioned the creation of the Greenhouse Association, and I saw some of the images in there, but you did not say whether you own some greenhouses or you farm using greenhouses.
Okay, yeah, sure. So personally, I'm a greenhouse farmer, and setting up a greenhouse is quite expensive. And so what I do is bring the smallholder farmers who are not doing the greenhouse farming from the open field, and then train them within what is out there. So we need quality out there through more or less optimized, skill transfer, so that they can also be producing something quality and similar to the greenhouse.
So how many greenhouses does Smithfield own or operate?
Currently 7 under contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with your operations, right, is the greenhouse is you supplement the greenhouse produce with
the open field.
With the open field,
Yes.
which you get from the farmers,
Yes.
or do you own the farms
No.
yourself?
No.
You get from
Yes.
the farmers.
Yes.
Okay. Use of funds. You said 50% for. More efficient storage facility.
Yes. So here, 40% more efficient means we are trying to reduce the use of the grid and go solar, so we can also reduce the cost on our operations as well.
Okay. So what I wanted to clarify is whether it's a cold
room. Sorry,
okay.
Cold room. Yes.
All right. And then with your financials, 2024.
Yeah.
Yes, you made 548,000.
Yeah.
For your projections, 2026.
Yeah.
You're looking at 780.
Yeah.
You've not told us what you're looking for 2025 projections or what you've made year to date.
We are still in the. I can't give an estimate.
You've
now.
not projected anything for 2025?
Not yet. We are still wallowing.
In August.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. So just simply, can you tell us how your model is helping to solve post-harvest losses?
Right, thank you. So since we are in touch with most of the farmers, we move from them from start. So as they start with seeding, nursery, growing the produce and all that. So before they harvest, 2 weeks before they harvest, we are always at their doorstep. And because we know what they are doing, we use that information to also influence the market and also look for markets for them. So as soon as we pick up, in 48 hours, we are able to transport the produce to the required buyer.
My next question. Farmers already sell their produce. Do you really think your solution is needed?
Yes. Farmers are actually even calling on us because most of the middlemen either rip them off, they give them part of the money, they don't, pay back. They buy from them very cheap and take it to the market, and their produce are selling on a very high level. On a high cost. However, we have what we call the Smallholder Livelihood Fund, which we use that to help them in their trainings. That helps them to even go for credit, input credits, so that they can buy the right seed, and the right seed will give them a right yield and a quality yield, so that they can also have a good price or a good value.
Thank you, Smithfield.
Hi, my name is Martin Aguchi, founder of Yaba Farms and Agriculture Consultancy based in Winchi, Bono region. We specialize in open field and greenhouse vegetable farming, agro consultancy, and youth-focused agriculture training. Yaba Farms addresses food insecurity issues by growing vegetables all year round and also offering job opportunities, skills training to other young people and other smallholder farmers. Over the years, we've been supplying fresh produce to wholesale and retail outlets and also other small-scale farmers who benefit from our consulting services. With the TAP support program, we wish to invest in a multi-purpose power tiller and establish 2 acres open field vegetable farming to support our business activities.
Please give up to Yaba Farms. Oh, shall we do a better one? Thank you.
Good afternoon, distinguished judges and everyone here. My name is Martin Agboji, founder of Yaba Farms and Agriculture Consultancy. I'm excited to share how our business is empowering food security and job creation in Ghana. Thank you. Yaba Farms and Agriculture Consultancy is an innovative agribusiness based in Wenchi, Bono region, Ghana. We integrate sustainable farming practices with expert and consultancy and hands-on training to empower both startup and established farmers. Yaba Farms aims to optimize agricultural productivity while promoting environmental stewardship and contributing to food security and local economic development. Ghana faces the dual challenge of escalating food insecurity and rising youth unemployment. Climate change is severely impacting agricultural productivity, leading to reduced crop yields and threatening national food security. Despite agriculture having the potential to absorb a large portion of unemployed youth population, it remains largely unattractive to them. This is due to the sector's limited adoption of modern technology, outdated farming practices, and perceptions of low profitability from farming. To tackle food insecurity, we ensure a consistent and higher quality supply of fresh vegetables to local market throughout the year, reducing seasonal shortages and improving nutritional access. Simultaneously, our approach combats youth unemployment in Ghana by offering practical skills training, facilitating technology transfer in agriculture, and creating sustainable job opportunities across the value chain. Yaba Farms operate across 3 core areas. Circular farming, we combine crop, animal, and fish farming. We offer agriculture consultancy and capacity building and training. Our products are fresh vegetables such as cabbage, spring onion, habanero, lettuce, green pepper, and some others. And our services include farm setup, advisory services, market linkage, agro training, and mentorship. Currently, we are mentoring some national service personnel because we're in partnership with the National Service Secretariat, and they'll be posting national service to our enterprise. Our target market, urban vegetable wholesalers and retailers in Kumasi, Techima, and Wenchi. Then we also have a strong offtake agreement with 2 offtakers who always take about 80% of all produce from Yaba Farms. Then the hospitality industry is also our target market. Yaba Farm has unlimited market opportunities, but then currently we are focusing on greenhouse higher value crops because a research from Reports Linkage Research indicate that Ghana, we consume about 107,000 metric tons of peppers in general, but then production is predicted to reduce to 7,000 metric tons by 2026. It means that we have over 30,000 metric tons of market to supply. But then also we have a lot of orders from off-takers, and we are not able to meet it. On weekly basis, they are demanding 5,000 tons, but we are unable to supply. It means that the market potential is huge for us. Our market strategies with partnerships with off-takers, as I said, we also do delivery to vendors in Techiman, Wenchi, and Kumasi, and we also use the digital markets like the Facebook and WhatsApp to promote ourselves. And we are also considering a podcast which will be launching very soon in order to share our success stories with others. Our current resources include partnership with Holland Green Tech, AgriSys, Wenchi Agri-College, and East West. Like we also have partnership with the National Service Secretariat. We have four greenhouse units. We have 1 net house unit and over 7 kilowatt solar system installed. Then we have 5 acres of open field vegetable production. Historical financials. In 2022, we have gained a net income of over 200,000. In 2023, over 300,000. And in 2024, over 250,000 Ghana cedis. Now, we want to undertake expansion into 1,200 square meter net house. And what it means is that it's going to give us average of 1,500 plants in a cycle, and we are going to, 3,000 plants in a cycle, and we are going to operate 2 cycles in a year. And this is projected to give us net income of 1,000 Ghana cedis in 2026. In 2027, we expect to add additional 1,200 square meter, and we also expect to add additional 1,200 square meter in 2028. These are the management team, myself, CEO, first degree in agriculture engineering, with over 15 years experience in agriculture farming. We have Shankeli Mensah, who is the farm manager, and other supporting team members. Our competition are smallholder farmers using rain-fed methods and some few structured vegetable producers using irrigation, such as Brickers Farm in Winchi and some other vegetable farmers across the country. Our competitive advantage include smart farming, plastic mulching, drip irrigation, hybrid seeds, and solar system. And like I said, we have a very strong partnership with off-takers, which does not give us headache when it comes to marketing of our produce. Funding requests, we are requesting 10,000 Ghana cedis, which will help us to invest 20% of it in a multi-purpose power tiller to help us in our land preparation. We also want to establish 1,200 square meters open net house with 80% of this fund. Now, this is expected to create 2 direct new jobs for women in the net house. Then also it will create 1 direct job for a guy who is going to take in charge of operating our power tiller. It's also going to help to reduce water use through drip irrigation, and also going to help to reduce pests or pesticide use through control environment. Then we also contributing to SDG focus areas action. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. So my family from your farm, or you source from other farmers as well?
Okay, not all from our farms. Over the years, we've been promoting technology among smallholder farmers. So those who are, when it comes to the pepper, but it's not only from our source.
All right. Now, as a result of this, now in terms of the general indirect employment, have you thought about the numbers if you are successful with this pitch?
Vegetable sellers, we have over 80, and each of them have people who assist them. So with production, 40 sales girls who may assist them in the market.
You are based in Wanchi?
Yes, please.
Now, considering that those communities are predominantly traditional farmers, with your education, what impacts are you making to change the way farming is done in your area?
Thank you. We've considering establishing what we want to call greenhouse village, because we realize that it is so difficult for farmers to adopt because of the cost involved. So we have acquired 20 acres of land, which we want to put in our own resources and form a cooperative, because we believe that with the cooperative, they can work on a portions of the land where we can easily offtake. So we've already registered 25 women that we've registered them under the Feed Ghana program, with the hope that we can start something from there.
Will this greenhouse village, will it be just greenhouses?
No, please. Even from our experience, we even realized that greenhouses are overhyped in Ghana. What we need is net houses.
Exactly.
Just to protect pests from going to your crop, we are good to go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just one question. So you mentioned you have 2 main off-takers, agri-commercial and Bioni, and they take about 80% of your produce.
Yes, please.
do you see how there may be some uptaker risk, and if they wake up one day and say they don't want to do business with you again, that's 80% of your revenue gone overnight? How do you intend to maybe build relationships with other customers or get some other contracts with other people? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Our findings reveal that a lot of companies, even we learned that New Malt has over 3,000 workers, and they cook for these people on daily basis. And surprisingly, sometimes they have to source vegetables outside. We also found out that ShopRite, because of inconsistency in the Ghanaian production, they have to import vegetables from outside. So we are looking at all this undertake, so that whatever we produce, because we realize that, of course, market women make more, sell it directly to a client at 5 cedis and make additional 3 cedis profit.
Hi, my name is Priscilla Brookman and Mr. Imprane. I'm the CEO and founder of Abogo Confectionery Limited. We make being health-conscious lives and people who want to snack on healthy chocolates. Therefore, we use organic cocoa beans with low sugar content to solve that problem. My business has been able to impact lives of the youth, those who I employ, who I get to train to know how to make chocolates. I've also been able to employ women who also in turn use the payments or their salaries to impact the lives of their children. So with this financial support we're getting, we'll be able to increase production by 40%, thereby being able to achieve the orders that we're getting and also be able to supply more stores. Good afternoon, everyone. Over the years, people have not been eating the right chocolate, and now consumers are waking up because they want the real McCoy. So Abogo Confectionery Limited produces chocolate from organic cocoa. I say organic before because we buy cocoa from certified growers of organic cocoa. Now, the solution to people looking for healthy indulgence lies with us because we use ethically sourced organic cocoa and ethically sourced packaging to complete the whole lot. Now, as you can see, these are our solutions. We also brand for corporate bodies, blue chip companies. We have customized for over 250 corporations with shops as well. And the market opportunities that we have, we are strategically placed positioned to indulge in. We also have that designer segment where we take our time to produce good artisanal chocolates, gourmet chocolates. And we also know that the chocolate industry is valued over $130 billion. We have our product offerings. We have the classic bars, the limited editions, the gifting boxes for corporate institutions and experiences. This is our product line, the gathering. What we have branded for various companies, just to name a few. Recently, we just branded for Agriculture Development Bank for their 60th anniversary. We have branded for Gold MTN. Now we have even been given the green light to produce for Ministry of Foreign Affairs to give chocolates out to their various missionaries abroad. Okay. Now this is a business model. Our business model is the direct to customer model where we sell one-on-one to customers, especially the blue chip companies who want to customize, and then people who want to just buy from us. And that even presents a larger margin, so on our profits. We sell to retail stores, department stores, like I said, Melcom, Marina Mall, and other retail stores. We have wholesale. We have two main distributors, White Fleece, and then we were registered in 2006 and began full operations in 2008. Our gross revenue for last 2 years was 1.9. Our operating profit was 550,000, a gross profit of 626. The previous year, we made 1.760, and then our revenue was just around 550,000 Ghana cedis. We have produced over 100 bars of chocolate. We have produced over 150 to 200,000 choconuts, which some of them we branded for companies such as Goyle and other blue chip companies. Okay, so this is the team, founder. We have Frank Asante, who is a food scientist. We have Ozodro, who is a marketing media person. We have Dela Diama, who is in charge of operations, and he's a market strategist as well. We have Andrew Daniels, who is a legal advisor. We have Michael Kodosasa, who is our accountant. Very strict one at that. Okay, so this is our go-to-market strategy. Okay, so as I said before, these are financials, and it's growing at a good momentum. So over the years, these are the bars of chocolates and the VIP packages, the gold boxes that you see that we've sold to people. Okay, these are projections. So we hope to do about 100,000 and more bars of chocolates this year. And this now is a good time because the festive season is coming up, and this is when we make the most of the sales between Christmas and Valentine to Easter. That's when we make most of the sales because that's when people indulge in these sweet tooth chocolates. Okay, so between last year and this year, we have invested in over 5,000 to 700,000 cedis in this machinery. The cocoa beans roasting machine capacity is 1.6 tons. So these are the machines. We have a cocoa butter making machine, and then we make all these in-house. Our profit margins. Okay, so the funding ask is $10,000, which will enable us to purchase a sugar grinding machine, which will further increase our profit margin because we are going to produce confectioner sugar in-house. So we don't have to purchase sugar out because when we buy it at double the price. So by purchasing this machine, we're going to halve the amount of sugar that we buy, and also we're going to create another avenue for creating more money because we're going to be selling the confectioner's sugar to other confectioners like bakers who make cakes, who bake cakes, and other confectioners who will be needing the confectioner's sugar. Okay. So this is what we're going to be producing per day. We're going to be putting about 1,000 packs per day, and this is how much we're going to be making per month, 160,000 with that amount of money. Okay, so these are some of the things that we will be, the time is ripe now because of the festive season approaching. Okay, so permit me to just show a little advert. It's no sound. This advert was actually approved by FDA a couple of years ago. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I was quite excited about the organic cocoa beans. Where do you source them from?
We source them from certified organic cocoa bean growers in the eastern region.
Can you mention communities?
Pardon?
Communities.
From the community, yes, they are called Abokfa.
Is that the only community?
Yes.
Galamsey there yet? Is Galamsey there yet?
No,
not yet.
That's why I buy it from them.
Right.
Yes.
What's your total staff strength?
Total cash flow?
Staff, workers.
We are 7 in number now.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How will this loan impact the staff strength?
Okay,
Will
so
it cut jobs or
yes.
will it increase jobs?
It's going to increase jobs because when we add with additional machine, we're going to have 2 extra hands to man the machine. Yes.
To the cocoa farmer in the eastern region where you source from, what benefits is that person getting from your operations?
Okay, so what we do is that if the government has, for example, set a price at 3,200, we buy the cocoa at 3,006 or 3,007. The difference goes to them to help the community on every bag. We even intend to increase that amount so that the people can benefit more from us.
Thanks.
So I want to find out what has contributed in your sales. There was a huge jump. What contributed to your growth?
To my growth?
Yes.
Yes. The growth came up in the last 2 years when Malcolm and other distributors demanded more from us because they realized that we were doing something that they liked. And so we decided that to scale up, we needed to put some money aside because chocolate is machinery, machinery is chocolate. If you do not invest in the right kind of machine, you're going to fall behind. That is why we invested in the roasting and peeling machine, because before then, when we roast a bag of cocoa, it takes so long, for 3-4 days to roast just a bag of cocoa, because you have to carefully roast it because of the temperature, and then when you're peeling them, you have to be very careful. So with the investing of about almost 400,000, we're able to get those 2 machines and the cocoa butter making machine because we needed to do everything in-house to cut costs. As you all know, cocoa business or the cocoa industry went through a crunch when cocoa beans were not readily available and it became very expensive. And so with that demand for organic cocoa derivatives, we decided to also invest in a cocoa butter making machine. So whatever now the chocolate that we're producing, we use our own cocoa butter, which is organic. So it has changed everything, including the taste, the outcome, the aroma, and everything. So we realized that we're doing the right thing. That's why right now we are getting a lot of demand from shops like Malcolm, my distributors, and everything. So between now and December, it's going to be a very busy time for us.
All right, thank you. If you can please go to your historicals, financials. Yeah. Okay, so your revenue for 2024 was 1.9 million.
Yeah.
Almost 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Please go 2 slides forward. Yes. So I see for projected August 2024 to July 2025. Is that your business's financial year?
Okay, no, these are projections.
Yeah.
So we intend to come as close to the 100,000 as possible because of the new machines that we've invested in. First, we're not making that much output in terms of roasted cocoa beans, with the cocoa butter and all. Now that we are producing everything in-house, each of the cocoa roasting machines and peeling machines are able to process 1.6 tons of cocoa beans a day. So hopefully we'll be able to meet that target and then we'll get more money.
Okay, so I don't know, if you have the figures, that'll be fine. But July 2025 is gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to say you met your target of 6.9 million between August 2024 and July 2025?
Even if we don't get that amount, we strive to get at least half of it.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Shall we do a better one for Apovo? How do we feel? Are we getting there? Yes, just about. After this, we have 3 more pitches, and then we get to know who wins the $10,000 as part of the final 20 for the funding available.
My name is Emmanuel Sariteku, and I'm Executive Director of Cornfields Green Ghana Limited. Cornfields is a commercial farming company that is located at Bono East Region, Akopua, to be precise. We are involved in the commercial production of maize for the poultry industry. So Cornfields is solving the issue of food security in Ghana. We are producing commercial scale maize production for our poultry industry. That's the main sector that we support. And we are creating rural jobs for the rural community in which we are actually situated in. Cornfields basically works with a lot of young people within the community where we operate. We usually work with young people between the ages of 18 to 35, with over 35% of them being women, creating jobs for them and an alternative source of livelihood as well for them. This support is going to go into helping us secure a few machinery and also to beef up production. We are looking that this should be able to help us reduce our overall cost by about 25%, and we should also be able to increase our production size by about 30%.
Please give it up to Cornfields Green Ghana Limited.
Good afternoon. Yes, can I go ahead? Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Sariteku, and I'm the Executive Director of Cornfields Green Ghana Limited. My agricultural company started about 6 years ago, which by chance was some kind of a mistake, I don't know. But what started out to be my undergraduate thesis turned out to be a viable commercial farm that we are running currently. I worked as a climate physicist, just developing climate models for smallholder farmers to be able to properly adapt to our ever-changing climate, but we ended up being involved in the farming ourselves. We started out of Innohub with just 30 acres, and currently we own 2,000 acres of farmland, where we are cultivating ourselves 350 acres, and we also work with a network of smallholder farmers that produce for us. Our key component commodity that we actually produce is maize and other cereals that are very critical to the poultry industry. So the challenges that we seek to solve are challenges that we have faced ourselves. We realize that most of the farmers have poor access to market, and there is the issue of price volatility, and they are usually not able to produce high quality grains that are able to meet the industry's demand, and they don't have access to the resource that they need to be able to properly operate. And so we sought to be able to develop a nucleus farm where we are doing the farming ourselves, and we form some kind of a small farming village where we work with these smallholder farmers to be able to produce. We offer them support from mechanization to market access, and also getting aggregator deals that helps them to be able to get access for their commodities. With respect to our target market, we work with the poultry industry, mainly poultry farmers and feed producers that use the maize that we produce for their feed. We also work with a large network of smallholder farmers where we give them access to our land, mechanization support, and input. The potential of our market is really with the poultry industry. About 60% of the feed that they produce is from maize. And so this vast growing sector provides a huge market for us to be able to tap into. There's a large network of over 500,000 smallholder farmers that can actually participate in this agro program that we currently offer, and we're expanding on our production. As we grow, we realize that we have to build a stronger relationship and a more lasting relationship with both the farmer network that we are working with and with our suppliers. And we do so by securing direct contracts with suppliers and assure our farmers with respect that when they produce their commodities, they are going to get someone to buy. And we also engage the farmers with ground people on their farms to be able to help them produce right from start to finish. We don't just give them input, we work hand in hand with them. We have our own farms there, and they also work with us there to be able to produce high quality products for the kind of market that we have. Last farming season, we were able to supply over 1,000 metric tons of maize, working with over 80 smallholder farmers on our field, where we cultivated 350 acres of our own commercial farm, generating revenue of over 3 million Ghana cedis. Over the next 3 years, this is where we want to see our farm grow. We want to be able to push our nucleus farm to over 600 acres. That's for the 2026 farming season. And we want to increase our farmer network to onboard 200 new smallholder farmers in our program. We want to increase our supply to over 3,000 metric tons. And we want to be able to establish our dominance in the three main regions. That's Bono East, Ashanti region, and also within the Savannah regions. We acknowledge that we are not the only players in the market, but what actually makes us stand out is our integrated model that we operate with the integrated outgrower scheme. Some of the partners, the competitors that we have within the market is Complete Farmer, Grow For Me, and other local aggregators. But what gives us a competitive edge over them is our nucleus outgrower model, where we are able to control production and assure those we supply to that they are going to get very high quality products at the end of the day. Our embedded farmer support also helps the farmers to be able to produce the quantities that we've told them that it's possible to operate. These success stories are reasons why most of these smallholder farmers want to work with us, being able to move their production from about 10 bags per acre to about 25 bags per acre. Our ask which is $10,000, 40% of that is going to go into agro input for our farmers, and we are going to put 60% into aggregation and logistics. And with this, we are going to create 5 direct jobs, and we are going to improve the livelihoods of about 300 smallholder farmers within our community. The economic impact is that this company actually works with young people and women. I can say over 35% of the people that we employ are women and young people. Actually, summing up to over 80% when we are looking at the young people bracket. At the end of the day, we also want to be able to strengthen our food systems while we align with these SDG goals. This is the wonderful team that has been behind Comfort Green Ghana Limited, being able to take ideas from the ground up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. About 2,000 acres of farmland, smallholder farmers, Bono East, Ashanti. Where exactly are these communities?
We operate at Duduso. It's around Akokwa and Amanting.
And then?
That's where our farm operation is.
Is that is Ashanti?
No, Bono East region.
Bono East, and then in Ashanti?
Offenso.
Offenso.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. My follow-up question. I also know that Ghanaians consume a lot of maize, and I know they compete with the poultry farms. In terms of sales to households from the smallholder farms, how does it compete with your needs for larger scale aggregation to the poultry farms?
Yes, so we realized that our feed producing companies or demand has grown significantly. And when we look at production of maize in Ghana, it has always been smallholder based. And so the feed producers usually offer ready market and they can actually buy in bulk, which actually competes with what is being sold at home. What we do here actually seeks to be able to meet that gap, supplying to the larger industries, whilst the one that is coming to our table is not suffering. The smallholder farmers that we work with usually are given the opportunity to let us offer them market access, and so some of them sell a percentage of what they are producing. They keep them for themselves and they sell on the open market, but the vast majority is given to us as we supply to the poultry industry. What we produce usually doesn't go to the market for our Banku and Kinke and the rest. We focused on the poultry industry, and we believe that if we are able to be successful at this is not going to compete with what we are actually consuming in our homes. Yeah.
Right. I know that a lot of maize come from the Côte d'Ivoire. How do their prices compare to the prices that you get here, and how are you managing that?
Yes, very true. Apart from reproducing, I also aggregate. And we realize that the ones that come from Côte d'Ivoire through Doma is usually very low compared to what the local market is selling. And so the reason being that most of the local farmers usually are doing maximum of about 5 acres. And so the cost of production is significantly very high. And so if you are to do, let's say, spraying activity, they are actually spending not less than 60 Ghana cedis for an acre. But this same thing can be done with a drone or a boom sprayer, and you can pay just about 30 cedis for an acre. And so the only way I think that we can actually compete is if we decide to go commercial. But most of these farmers don't have the capacity to run on a commercial field. Our approach allows them to be able to come together and we form a commercial farm in smaller bits. And so a smallholder farmer may not be able to purchase a tractor, but because we are within a larger group, we are able to purchase that tractor and we use it, which brings our production costs very low. When we started out, we checked and we were spending a little over 7,000 Ghana cedis for an acre. But because of this approach, most of these farmers are able to produce an acre for less than 5,000 Ghana cedis. And if you do this, you are able to compete with what is being produced from Ivory Coast and the rest, because usually over there, they produce rather on a larger scale. And so it enables their costs to go down and they compete with us. And yeah, basically.
All right, thank you. You mentioned that in 2026, you're looking to increase the size of your nucleus farm to 600 acres. What is the size currently and what's the yield?
Yes, so the total farm area is 2,000 acres.
Okay.
Yes, and we've developed 450 acres, and we are currently cultivating 350 of that.
Who are some of your major off-takers?
Yes, so we supply to Dumbbell Farms, they are at Bibiani. We also supply to Ransboat, they are around in Sawem, and as well as other mid-sized poultry farms that also have a large kind of intake here.
Okay. Before Ken takes, but did you show a slide of your projections? I may have missed that.
Yeah. So I didn't actually put numbers, but this is what we want to do for the next 3 years, scaling to this point. The number of smallholder farmers we want to onboard, then the kind of metric tons.
So nothing on revenue or the
Yes, there was revenue. Yeah. So we didn't do a projection on revenue, but that's what we did last year.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
asking of the
Yes,
revenue.
yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Paint a picture of the improved livelihood of a farmer that you work with.
Yes. So a woman in Tudoso should be able to offer her children 3 square meals a day, be able to finance the education of her child, to be able to compete with one who's also working in Accra. That's what we seek to achieve.
Thank you very much, Cornfields. We're hoping to see some maize and corn around as you are pitching.
Hi, my name is Tullow AgriVentures. I'm co-founder and CTO at Ztech Company Limited. Well, for the past couple of years, we've been driving productivity for smallholder farmers using innovations in hardware and IoT. Over the past 7 years, we've been able to reach close to about 18,000 smallholder farmers in Ghana. And then also, whilst doing that, we've sold close to about 190 plus equipment locally into Nigeria and Burkina Faso. We believe that with the support from the TAP program, we'll be able to drive production on the new product segment that we have introduced, which is a small thresher designed specifically for smallholder farmers within the southern part of the country. Okay, can I go?
Just a moment.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name is Tullow AgriVentures. I'm a co-founder and CEO of CTO of Ztech Company Limited, where for the past couple of years we've been driving productivity for smallholder farmers using technology in hardware and IoT. So farm life in Africa, especially for grain farmers, for instance, looks something like this. This woman is threshing a field of soybean. It will take her, if she's an individual or two people, up to 2 weeks to do this. These people are riddled with like a lot of manual labor, reporting post-harvest losses of up to 30%. And their profits are actually declining close to about 90%. And one worrying challenge is that most of these people are women and it's an aging workforce. For instance, the average age of a cocoa farmer is like 55 years. So we set out at SATEC with a goal 7 years ago, 6 years ago, we'll be 7 in September, to address the key challenges for smallholder farmers. We started with the grain value chain, and so we developed the equipment over here, which is the multi-crop thresher, which is able to do the same work would have taken that farmer in the previous slide 2 weeks to do in under 2 hours. We went on to build grain cleaners. Grain cleaners help aggregators to clean their grain before they sell to off-takers. And just recently, about 2 years ago, we started with a cocoa pod breaking machine. We've built one model, a diesel-powered one, and we are currently working on an electric-powered one with KNUST and Aston University. We know that farmers never work alone. There are many players. Aggressively, we're working on IoT sensors that can be mounted on all of our equipment to report information such as the location, the weather, output, and we are building towards being able to give predictive maintenance, alerts, and crop price intelligence. On the competitive landscape, we have like 3 categories of people. Those who are retailing equipment, importing and then retailing equipment, and we have local artisans. Compared to them, we are making safer, more durable equipment because we are actually designing this equipment. The cost of operating our equipment are much more lower because we use a user-centered approach, understanding the very that makes us very competitive to those who retail equipment. We have a absolutely excellent after-sales services, and then we also are progressively being able to add the smart monitoring to our equipment. So over the years, we made more money through the sale of equipment, which is the hardware, and we've tried lease to own for some specific clients. At the moment, we are running a proof of concept for IoT subscriptions in Kenya and USA with support from IDE. We actually registered in USA and Kenya, which we offer maintenance and spare parts and others. I'm proud to say that around it, so to make things easy for us, but since inception, we've made close to about $700,000, so close to about 90. We've actually sold 190 plus units, and we're operating at 60% increase year on year in our revenue. Last year, we made about 1.6 million Ghana cedis. The previous year was around 800,000 Ghana cedis, so more than 800,000 cedis, but because of exchange rate, you may see that the graph is lower here. The previous year was around 700,000, which is 2022 was around 700,000, but the exchange rate fluctuation is what has made this curve look like this. But we sold to big players in the market like Agro Center, WAC, Farmer Line, Digas, OCP. All of them have bought equipment, and even one of the companies that pitched here, Go is Green, has bought equipment from us. It was in 2021. Our equipment at this point, we had just our multi-crop thresher, which is the background. One equipment is able to serve about 100 smallholder farmers in a season, and over the past years, equipment on field, we have served close to about 1,000 smallholder farmers, reporting revenue increase up to about 50%. And this equipment have created close to about 180 plus direct jobs, and if not for their intervention, farmers will be losing close to about 18,030 tons of grain. Let me skip this slide. In previous rounds, we've raised close to about 187,000. Currently, we are raising 750,000 USD, secured 22% from AgFunder and MEST. Maybe Wangara, you are interested beyond this. Yes, but specifically for the TAP program, we introduced a new products line showed in the video to really attend to the needs of some segment of our farmers. This is a small
thresher, a small corn sheller, and with this 10,000 credit facility, we are aiming to put 70% of it towards the production of units, 30% to drive marketing for this. And for this, we need to hire about 2 to 3 additional welders just to drive this product line. But the goal of this is for us to increase our penetration in the peri-urban areas in the southern sector. Areas like we've got a lot of demand from the Volta region, the Pram area, the Kaswa area. But ideally for these places, because the farm lots are much smaller than the bigger farm lots in the north, this equipment sort of like fits what they are looking for. We have the right source of team to be able to do this. My name is Tullow. This me. My background is mechanical engineering. My co-founder Jeffrey, his background is in agrichem biosystems engineering. He's a PhD student in the US. Our IoT and development is being run by Dr. Amo, who is also a Ghanaian. Our fractional CFO is based in Mauritius, and we have a whole lot of people also in the team. We're about 21 at the moment. And if all of this interests you, of course, please get in touch. We want the 10K. And those who also need equipment like Conquest, please get in touch. Thank you.
Right. Thank you for your presentation. My first question. 700K revenue. What was the profit?
So margins are in the neighborhood of 45%. In the neighborhood of 45%.
So that's
so this is from the beginning. 700K over 6 years.
Over 6 years.
Yes. So every year we're averaging around 100,000. Last year we did 130,000 USD.
USD.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can you take me back to your organogram or the team?
Okay.
Right. So I was thinking, with 700K over the past 6 years, why would you need 10K?
Good, interesting question. I don't want to blame the Innohub team. However, the advertisement showed like accessing up to 1 million CDs when we got in. Then it was capped at 10K. And like, okay, let's not lose anything for the sweat of coming here. So that's why we're carving out the single product line, which is a much smaller unit for this targeted area. Already we have sales and orders we've sold to Nigeria and all of that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So in reality, this is a much smaller playing field for you.
It's a internal project running, yes.
All right.
But it doesn't mean don't consider us.
So kindly enlighten me, what is the cost of production of that unit? So what does that look like?
Okay. For this one, we're producing, if a unit right now, we spend close to about 7,000 CDs. We want to be able to sell it under 12,000 CDs at the moment for this specific one.
Okay, so generally, do you stock up or you make them to order?
Yes, so starting off, so from 2022 all the way to about 2022, 2023, we're making to order close to about 60,000 with 540,000 in inventory. So beyond this, we are running another batch for like 30 units, which is about 3.5 million in inventory once we complete that. Yeah.
Okay, and well, I know you're presenting this for this purpose, but
yes.
Which of your machinery is your best seller? And how much does it cost to produce? How much do you sell it for?
It's a multi-crop thresher. So presently we are producing around 37,000 CDs, and it's going for 63,000 today. If you want to buy today, I can give it to you 59, but 63,000, yeah. Ghana CDs.
And you said it costs how much to produce?
37,000. Conquest, don't listen.
Thank you.
Shall we do another one for Saytech, who I'll be sending an invoice to him very soon for marketing here. Shall we have the next video, please? So as the video gets ready, who can guess how many more pitches to go? How many? 2, 1. I can hear 1. So 2. Oh, somebody said 3. You might never know. We are talking about $10,000. You don't know how much you might win. So on our next business, they are specialized in integrated snail farming, and they combine the production of snail with tomatoes and pepper. They operate for smallholder farmers in the community through training and offers an offtake arrangement to support their market access. Please help me welcome Agro Empire. Oh, another round of applause, please. Great.
Ghana consumes 15,000 tons of snails every year, out of which 13,000 are imported. My name is Dennis Esiedwa Ibio Jr., and I'm pitching for and on behalf of Agro Empire Limited. In this pitch, I'm going to provoke your thoughts into 3 paradigm shifts. Number 1, how snail farming is impacting women and youth. 2, its impact on industry. 3, its impact on job creation in Ghana and in Africa. Agro Empire is inching to become a household name in the snail industry. From sprouts to plates, we obsess over the little details to bring better snail products to everyone. What introduced us to this business is the demand of snails by people of all walks of life, the consumption of snails considered as beneficial for human health, and a $12 billion industry which is worth venturing into. As a pioneering company, we are into snail farming, vegetable production, and then we integrate it to produce a very nutritious snail products, which are canned, some in pouches. Our vision is to revolutionize the agricultural sector, driving economic growth and food security through responsible farming. And our mission is we obsess over the little details to bring better snail products to everyone. The problem associated with our business is the unavailability of snail meat all year round, the 13,000 tons demand and supply gap of snails in Ghana annually, and the inadequate methods of value addition of snails in Ghana. We stand in the gap with the production of snails through a climate-smart automated process, giving an all-year-round snail production, processing a variety of ready-to-eat and ready-to-use snail products, offering a range of valuable byproducts for snail production. The gem we are offering is the availability of snails all year round, a solid commitment to creating ready-to-eat and ready-to-use products, and an easy access of them anywhere. The edge we have over our competitors is our breeding room and hatchery technology, and also our snail slime extraction, which we've started with manually, looking to go into an automated process by next year. Looking at the market size of the snail industry, it's a $12 billion industry. That's the total addressable market. We are aiming to grab 7.6% of the African market share by 2027. We make money through the sale of live and processed snails, and then a projected profit percentage of 60% from the live snails, 52.5% from the frozen, 44% from the canned snails, and then 40% from the dried ones. Our traction over the past 4 years, we have about 1,200 trend spends. We've raised about 74,000 snails since 2022, generated about $93,000 sales generated. We've trained 150 women and youth, and we have a training center established on our premises together with our partners. And we've employed 27 full-time staff alongside over 100 casual workers and 54 part-time workers. The impact we are creating, job creation and skills development, Impact on smallholder farmers, women and vulnerable group empowerment, where we have women as retailers, disabled groups in snail farming, 60% of women on our processing sites. With the job creation, 93 retail market jobs, 27 youth employed, 378 aggregators by 2024, yet to update the numbers this year. And the impact on smallholder farmers is 60% less breed costs, training and off-taking, and a 1,000 initiative. Our roadmap from here, we are going to start exporting our processed fruits from October. We have an in-grower scheme up to 150 women and youth in snail and vegetable farming. By the end of November 2025, we'll be able to achieve that number together with our partners. Infrastructure development to hold our 10 million snails annually by December 2025. Construction of our processing sites by February 2026. Extraction of snail slime water and calcium feed with global standards in April 2026. Now we do it manually with citric acid, which is not very viable for exports. And then in 2026, end of 2026, we are looking to establish AgriEmpire Center of Excellence and then also establish a place for eco-tours. Our revenue projections. In 2025, we have done more than 2/3 of the projected figure here. We are looking to do more than $100,000 in 2029. And then it goes about 0.5x every year. On these projects, we are partnering with Innohub, Tullow, University of Ghana Family and Consumer Sciences, Instituto International de Churrasco, and then Polish Snail Holding. We are asking for $10,000, the full ask, and then we are going to purchase some more of our equipment and machinery for our processing bits, and 30% will go into our packaging materials. Meet the jockeys behind the team. Kingsley Boachi-Sapon is our CFO. He has 5 years experience in finance and accounting and digital project management. Nane Pia has experience in farm management with experience from Israel and the Middle East. Michael Ban-Atta, 7 years in agric engineering and project management. And I'm the chief servant, 7 years of marketing, communications, and agro processing in Africa and in the Middle East. AgriEmpire.
Were you looking to run away from stage?
No, please.
That was just by the way.
Okay.
Right. So thank you for the presentation. In terms of the 150 people that, did you say you have trained or you've employed?
Trained.
Trained. So in terms of employment, how many do you have?
We have 27 full-time employees, and besides casual workers, which are over 100, and 54 part-time.
In terms of numbers, if you are that impact the numbers.
If you are successful in
with this page, please.
Okay, if you are successful with our processing bits.
No, with this pitch.
With this pitch.
Yes.
Okay, so this is going space. We've acquired some machines, and then there are some which are left, like the retort machine, and then an automated canner. So it will go there so that you'll be able to produce more, which would then in turn also impact the in-growers in-house to also produce more, thereby.
In terms of staff, which people will benefit? Numbers, direct employment, indirect employment?
Okay, with the processing, the direct employment will be women who will be in-house, deshelling, doing the canning, boiling, cooking, and everything. Now, indirect are the in-growers, and then the farmers, we started training them on horticulture with tomato and then pepper. Because, I mean, to enjoy economies of scale, we need to be able to control the value chain to some extent.
You have an idea of numbers?
Yes. Okay, so by 2030, we should be able to have about 220 employments. Now, the 220, about 100 of them will go into direct employment, whereas at that time, we will be producing in tons per day. Yes, and then the rest will be indirect, where that will reflect in the farmers who are growing the pepper, the tomatoes, the chilies, and then also rearing the snails. Yeah.
You mentioned is it nitric acid for the extraction of the snail?
Okay, so the byproducts of snail are impacting industry, but then there are standards to it. Now, with Agro Empire, our capacity do not meet the standards to be able to export to some of the partners that, we spoke about. But then, we are able to prove some traction where we're able to extract some of the snail slime to show. So by this, we use some reagents, like citric acid and some others, to stimulate the snails to extract the slime. But then it is not safe for industry purposes. But then, it is cool to produce some 1 or 2 cosmetics on a local basis. Yeah.
So it's not safe for the international market, but it's safe for cosmetics.
Yeah, it will be flagged as contaminated when you use the reagents.
Yeah, it's not contaminated.
It is. It is. But then even with the reagents, you cannot be able to produce a certain liters. Yeah, within a period of time.
Okay, thank you. So you have your products in different sizes or packaging, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So which of them is your bestseller currently?
For now, it's the live snail.
Okay.
For now, it is the live snail because with our processing facility, we have been able to gain certification, prove some traction, tested the markets, done our sensory tests, and then all that microbial, etc., etc. But then, like I said, our production site is not so commercial to be able to reap in the revenues that we do with the live. With the live, we do with the eateries, and then eateries in Ashanti region, Eastern, and then Greater Accra region. So for now, that is our cash cow.
Okay. What's the quantity? How many are you able to sell in a month?
It's 15 cedis per one in certain seasons. In certain seasons, it is 10 cedis. In certain seasons, it's our 40 cedis per one.
So
during the dry
quantity
season.
sold per month?
Come again?
Quantity sold per month.
Okay, so it varies, but then it varies from month to month. But then mostly within the dry seasons, that's why we are able to sell in much. Now with our eateries, they take about 250 to 1,000, depending on the size of the eatery, and then also with their location. Yes, and then we have a lot of eateries that offtake from us. Yeah.
And Agro Empire wants to start exporting in October of this year.
Yes, with the processed snails.
Okay. Have you received the certification?
Yes, we are certified. Okay, so we've received the product certification. The manufacturing licenses have been given. But then, like I said, we are still working on our production space to make it more commercial to be able to reap in the numbers.
Okay, but the timeline is feasible?
Yes, it's very feasible.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Agro Empire. A round of applause for the snail man. We are on to the finalists.
My name is Antoinette Casey, and I'm the Administrative Manager for Farm 360 Global. One of the issues that we're currently solving with one of our projects is the issue of galamsey. We are solving this by reclaiming the lands that have already been degraded through supporting our smallholder farmers with inputs on credit. Inputs meaning seeds and fertilizers, where we provide to the farmers to be able to farm on these lands, and then we buy them on credit when the harvest is ready, and then sell it on to our third parties like New Age and then Olam. Currently, it costs an approximately 4,000 Ghana cedis to be able to support one smallholder farmer. With the support from Tullow Oil, we'll be able to support an additional 20 smallholder farmers with focus on empowering women, youth, and persons with disability. A portion of this support would also go into capacity building and also providing our farmers with practical skills to be able to enhance their farming practices and also ensure that they have a fair market value.
Please get up to Farm 360. Oh, this is the final one. Can we do a bigger one?
I can start. Today, I'm here to share with you all a bold vision. A vision to challenge the agribusiness status quo and how food is grown, distributed, and sustained in Ghana. My name is Antoinette Casey, and I'm the Administrative Manager for Farm 360. Farm 360 is an agricultural company that uses technology to make farming easier. Essentially, what we do is that we run a community-supported program with our commercial farmlands and also support our smallholder farmers. Our footprint spans across 5 regions in Ghana. We are in Afram Plains, Bassa, Okenya, and also Asen North. But today, the problem for which we are here is global warming, climate change, and food insecurity. It is estimated that by 2050, the world would need to produce 70% more food to feed 9.1 billion people, while at the same time combating hunger and poverty using scarce resources. In Asen North, we are faced with some local challenges. 1 is unemployment, 2 is illegal mining, which is destroying our forest lands. And also 3rd is that when there is destruction of our forest lands, it also affects our once productive farmlands that produces food for you and me. And so here at Farm 360, we have a solution. And our simple solution is this. We provide inputs, high-yielding inputs to our farmers without any. And so for us, we provide credit input support, and this is how we do it. We do it by first making sure that we get the youth in the community to come onto our network. And once they come onto our network, we provide them with trainings, and we make sure that we do due diligence for them. And once we are done providing them the training and doing all the due diligence, what we do is that we provide them with input in fertilizers and also in high-yielding seeds. So essentially what we are trying to do here is that we want to make sure that a farmer is able to go into farming without any financial barriers. We take all the financial barriers because we have all the resources. And so once they go in, how they come in is that we provide them with the training and all that. And then we do periodic monitoring and then data collection. Once it is harvest and repayment, we go in and then they pay us in terms with their produce. And this is how we follow up with it. We have a dedicated dashboard that has the details of all our smallholder farmers. Essentially, we also try to make sure that we have easy access to market. And so we're able to track from production through to harvest and to whenever their produce is ready to be sent onto the market. And what we also do in this instance is that in issues or in cases where they have lots of produce and then they don't have the market access, we also provide them with the right market access. And this is our revenue model. We run a B2B and then a B2C. A B2B where our direct sales comes to consultancies that we run as an organization. The target market is huge, and it is estimated that we have $3 billion in international and local markets, and then in Ghana alone, we have 120 million potential revenue for crops that is going to be exported. And so this is our direct markets. We sell to households, smallholder farmers, we buy from them, supermarkets and then processing companies where we send them like the paddy rice that you have, and then they get to turn it into proper rice. So this one is from New Age. And then we also sell our produce from exhibitions, expos, and then our cross postings and our adverts on our social media handles. These are our competitors, and this is how we get to stand out from them. There is financial inclusion when it comes to Farm 360. We get to make sure that we remove every financial barrier that there is. And then we also have a dedicated software, which is our dashboard, and then our traceability, which is the credit input dashboard that we have, and also an e-commerce platform called the Farm 360 Markets, where we get to sell our farm produce on them. We've achieved, from the year that we started in 2020 right through to 2023, we've achieved an average growth of 23%, with an annual revenue in 2020 starting from $112,500 to $573,280 in 2023. These are our 5-year projection. We aim that by 2028, we would have achieved an average growth in profits of 41% with our annual revenue of 2 million. That we have. These are the people that we've made sure that as a company, we have the proper certifications and the partnerships to be able to run well and then run good. We are backed by a good management team from our CEO with over 10 years of experience, Mr. Kenneth Nelson, and then myself with over 5 years of experience in administrative management, and our supply chain and technical officer, Mr. Martin Tetenate, and then our HR operations in the person of Dr. Abigail Linda Etri. Today, we are seeking the expansion of our operations, 15% in training and development, because we just don't bring on board our smallholder farmers. We train them. We ensure that we give them the proper capacity building, not just to farm, but also to farm sustainably. And also 15% into market expansion. And this is how it's going to be used. We already have 150 smallholder farmers. And so with this ask that we're asking and then the money that we're going to get, we are going to onboard 20 smallholder farmers who will be supported, and then we are hoping that after we'll be able to generate 15,000 USD in annual revenue. We know that there is food insecurity is looming, and we know that there is a huge pain. Climate change is there, and then calamity is also a huge issue. But food on my table, and so join us in this vision to be able to make farming easier for every. Thank you.
You still have 1 minute.
Okay, so join us in this bold vision to be able to support every Ghanaian farmer to be able to feed their families and also feed you and I. Thank you.
All right. Do you speak Twi?
I speak Fanti.
I'm sure if you had spoke Fanti, you wouldn't have lost your voice.
And I think we should
okay.
try.
All right. Thank you very much. A round of applause for her again, please. Right. So, just briefly, once again, I'm giving you the opportunity to summarize your business model. Just briefly, in 1 minute for me again.
Okay. So for our business model, one is our B2B, where we sell to processing companies. So for instance, like the paddy rice that we have, when we get it from the farmers, we give it to the processing companies like Olam and also New Age, and then they in turn, we sell it to them and then they turn it to the rice that we have. And then the other project, our other business model, which is the B2C that we have, is also that as a company, we are also into consultancy and also contract farming. So we have large farms, and then we have other organizations wanting to farm. So we farm on their behalf, and then when they are done harvesting and everything, whatever profits, after we've deducted all the costs, benefits, and everything, whatever profit that we have a percentage that we share between the company that we farmed for them. And then the other one that we recently launched is our catfish business, which is farm at your own backyard or at your house. Well, so we believe that, we have come to understand that food shouldn't be difficult to get, and it shouldn't also be poisonous or unhealthy, because now even our water bodies are even becoming scarier with our fishes and everything in it. So for instance, our, one of our project sites, our Somanya, is our catfish. So what we're essentially now doing and making sure that food is healthy, especially fishes to everyone, is that we have a package where we sell to individuals, families, and then organizations that if you want to start your own catfish business at your house, either for personal consumption or also at a point you might want to market it, we come in and then set it up easier for you. We give you the fish feed, we give you the fishes, we give you the tapoli, and then we take you through trainings, and then you are on board with us for like 4 months, where we give you access to everything that you need just to make sure that you're able to grow and then grow your fish as well. So that's also another medium of our business model.
All right, thank you. My next question. So in terms of staff, what is your staff strength? Okay, so for our staff strength, for our permanent staff, we have 31 permanent staff. Because most of the things that we do... Did you have that? Do you have that on your slide? All right, that's fine. You keep your slides on, let's see. So our permanent staff is 31. That's what we have as our permanent staff.
But we also have our smallholder farmers, because for our potato that we use for export, we have smallholder farmers of between 1,500 to 2,000. That is for potato, because we export large. But for this one, for which we are on our rice, that one we have only 150 smallholder farmers that we support. For our part-time workers, sometimes they come in and then they go as and when. For instance, when our catfish is in season, for us to be able to harvest them. So sometimes they span, depending on the workload at hand. That is where we're able to get them, and then when they are done, we pay them off, and then they go.
So your products are rice, fish, and potato.
Yes, and then for the potato, usually when it's out of, we try to do crop rotation. So we also have maize, and then we also have fish feed that we gradually we are now building our own factory to be able to produce fish feed ourselves. So we also have fish feed, and recently we just did our own hatchery to be able to get our own hatchery and juveniles for the fishes.
Okay, because I also saw black soldier fly at a point, I think in the earlier slide.
Yes, it's also an initiative that we run. So it's part of the feed. So the black soldier fly is we try to make sure that we use whatever waste that comes out of our farm, we just don't throw it outside, because when we did our research as an organization, we noticed that most of them go into the atmosphere, and it's very harmful for us. So we looked at the other alternative to be able to make sure that we get to utilize everything, and it's one of the main reasons we are called Farm 360. Like, it's in circles, everything gets to end up. So we use the black soldier fly as parts of the production of our feed. And because we also are into the production of rice, we use our rice husk and the maize and everything. And so everything right with us goes back into the production of our own feed for the fishes. And gradually we get to expand it to do dog feed also.
Okay. All right. You mentioned you have Farm 360 market, right?
Yes, please.
How many smallholder farmers are on there, and how many off-takers are on there?
Okay, so for the Farm 360 markets, what we have with our smallholder farmers, for now, we've been able to recruit only 100 smallholder farmers on it. Yes, and then for off-takers, I think I should give about like between 10 to 50. I need to confirm with my boss.
Use of funds, please, if you can go to that slide. My last question. Okay, elaborate more on the expansion of operations. What does it entail?
Okay, so for the expansion of operations, for instance, we are currently in Asan North, and Asan North currently we have we've accumulated over 300 hectares of land that we have. And so what we hope to do is that gradually we'll be able to go in to be able to get more land. Once we're able to get more land, we're able to recruit more smallholder farmers, which means that if, for instance, we are producing like 50% of rice, we get to increase it to be able to make it like 90% of rice. And also we can be able to expand our operations and then expand the people that we usually sell paddy rice also too.
So my question is regarding the Galamsey comment you made. I really kind of got lost. I didn't hear anything after you mentioned Galamsey. So really, what are you doing?
Okay, so for instance, in the Asan North is prone to Galamsey. So what we try to do for us as a company is that usually we go into the community and then we have engagement with the community chiefs. What we basically do is that usually the lands that are bare, if we leave it bare like that, then it becomes like an avenue for people to be able to go into the Galamsey bit. So when we go and then we find that the lands that are bare, so most of them too, they are dead, but they haven't been worked on for a very long time. So as an organization, we go into partnership with the chiefs and we let them know of what we are going to do, especially highlighting on youth employment and also making sure that it doesn't become an avenue for illegal mining. And so we go there and then we purchase the lands and then we do, we recruit the smallholder farmers and then they get to farm on the land. So we are making use of the land even before an idea pops up and say that, oh, it's bad, let me use it for illegal mining.
Shall we do another round of applause for Farm 360 Indeed, it's been more of a 360-degree day. It has been a long journey, but finally we have come to the end of our pitching session. So we have a quick 10-minute break as we have our networking. There's something set up for networking to allow our judges some time to deliberate. So we can be back in about 10-15 minutes. Our team would prompt us when it's time for us to come back when our judges are done. So please, we can have our networking session now, and we will be back to hear who wins $10,000. Thank you very much.
And the impact we are creating. Looking forward to doing more with Tullow Ghana Limited over the years, and the Tullow AgriVentures initiative is an amazing one. Excited to be doing this with Tullow.
Through this program, we sought to target young people and women who have the passion and drive to succeed in agribusiness but lacked the necessary resources. We have worked with experienced local technical partners who brought their expertise in modern farming techniques, agribusiness management, input financing, as well as financial literacy. The outcome has been life-changing for our beneficiaries. Many youth now work their own farms, more households are able to send their children to school, and communities boast of seeing a decrease in unemployment.
The impact is real. Over 400 new agribusinesses have been set up, with existing ones recording impressive growth. More than 500 direct jobs have been created, and many communities across Ghana are experiencing the impact of the TAP Lifeline. And today, many young people are seeing agriculture as a viable career path.
I'm Rita Sedinam W, a native of Abeme. I'm an SHS graduate. I completed 2015. I became a mother along the line, and I have to stay at home for a while now. My child is currently 2 years. And a friend introduced me to this work, so I decided to do follow-up. I came around and I was accepted into the group. The work is going to be beneficial to me, and it's going to make me getting my daily bread better. When I was introduced to the group, I realized that it is a platform that I can use to learn.
Programming machine you might be from the machines was made it as some machine for fra a bit sad
We are technical partners trying to empower the youth with support from Tullow and Innohub Foundation to train youth and women in snail farming. We envision that the youth at the end of the program are going to be equipped with snail farming techniques, aside other things like being able to grow their own feed, being able to market their own feed, being able to account for their own monies, and then to take snail farming as a business with sustainability in mind.
This is what real transformation looks like. Tullow AgriVentures isn't just another support. It's about elevating a new generation of agribusiness entrepreneurs, creating opportunities, and driving lasting change in Ghana's agricultural sector.
With Fidelity Bank, we champion the Green Tech Innovation Challenge, spotlighting bold solutions. One organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable for African businesses. Today, that business supports thousands of SMEs across Africa. Proof that early bets can yield exponential returns.
Hello, my name is Edward Nikwi, co-founder and CEO of Built Accounting. Our entrepreneurship journey started with Innohub in 2016 when they accepted us into the Innohub Accelerator Program, even when we were an idea stage company. They gave us entrepreneurship training, funding, and office space for close to 2 years so that we'll get a chance to test our ideas out there and also validate the solution we had in the market before going to get our own office space.
From strategic partnerships like the MTN SME Support Program, which has offered hands-on capacity building and access to over 2 million Ghana cedis in funding for youth, women, and differently abled persons, to the SMB Green Accelerator, where we help green innovators turn sustainable ideas into scalable businesses. We knew funding was a key barrier, so we launched Wangara Green Ventures with support from the World Bank, providing catalytic capital for climate-smart businesses across Ghana. With the Clean Cooking Alliance, we supported entrepreneurs across West Africa, creating clean cooking solutions for a healthier, more sustainable future. And with Fidelity Bank, we championed the Green Tech Innovation Challenge, spotlighting bold solutions at the intersection of agriculture, energy, and sustainability. Every business supported, every job created, every community reached has been a part of our mission to fuel inclusive growth. And now, our journey continues with our most ambitious initiative yet, the Tullow AgriVentures Programme. Designed to empower youth and women in agribusiness, especially in rural communities, the program is changing lives across Ghana, one seed, one harvest, one entrepreneur at a time. 10 years in, and we are just getting started. This is Innohub. This is our impact. And this is the future we are building together.
We have worked with experienced local technical partners who brought their expertise in modern farming techniques.
In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable for African businesses. Today, that business supports thousands of SMEs across Africa. Proof that early bets can yield exponential returns.
Hello, my name is Edward Nikwi, co-founder and CEO of Built Accounting. Our entrepreneurship journey started with Innohub in 2016 when they accepted us into the Innohub Accelerator Program, even when we were an idea stage company. They gave us entrepreneurship training, funding, and office space for close to 2 years so that we'll get a chance to test our ideas out there and also validate the solution we had in the market before going to get our own office space.
From strategic partnerships like the MTN SME Support Program, which has offered hands-on capacity building and access to over 2 million Ghana cedis in funding for youth, women, and differently abled persons, to the SMB Green Accelerator, where we help green innovators turn sustainable ideas into scalable businesses. Limited capital for climate-smart businesses across Ghana. With the Clean Cooking Alliance, we supported entrepreneurs across West Africa creating clean cooking solutions.
It's about elevating a new generation of agribusiness entrepreneurs, creating opportunities, and driving lasting change. Agriculture remains the backbone of Ghana's economy, yet deep-seated challenges persist. Food insecurity, rural-urban migration, limited access to financing, and land tenure issues. The potential is there, but the support to unlock it hasn't always been.
Like the one I was doing earlier, when they lay their eggs, we know nothing about it, so we just throw the eggs. But for here, I've learned the language that I can read the eggs so that I can get news.
Recognizing this challenge, Tullow Ghana Limited and Innohub Foundation partnered to launch the Tullow AgriVentures Programme to recruit and equip youth and women with the skills, resources, and networks to build sustainable agribusinesses.
The Tullow AgriVentures Programme was launched after our extensive work in education. We had supported education for about 5 years. After all this, we've realized that there was a great progression into the universities. People have completed and they are looking for jobs. So we thought, look, let us go into projects that provide jobs. So our new strategy, which is basically looking at accelerating progress through partnership, is to create jobs.
Is to empower businesses to create jobs and shared prosperity. We believe the agricultural sector of Ghana has a huge potential to create jobs for young women and young people in general, give them an income, give them something to look forward to every day, and ultimately contribute to building resilient societies. From year one, we have seen this happening across many communities of the country, and we are looking forward to long-term engagement in these communities as we sustain these jobs and the impact we are creating. Looking forward to doing more with Tullow Ghana Limited over the years, and the Tullow AgriVentures initiative is an amazing one. Excited to be doing this with Tullow.
Through this program, we sought to target young people and women who have the passion and drive to succeed in agribusiness but lacked the necessary resources. We have worked with experienced local technical partners who brought their expertise in modern farming techniques, agribusiness management, input financing, as well as financial literacy. The outcome has been life-changing for our beneficiaries. Many youth now work their own farms, more households are able to send their children to school, and communities boast of seeing a decrease in unemployment.
The impact is real. Over 400 new agribusinesses have been set up, with existing ones recording impressive growth. More than 500 direct jobs have been created, and many communities across Ghana are experiencing the impact of the TAP Lifeline. And today, many young people are seeing agriculture as a viable career path.
I'm Rita Sedinam W, a native of Aveme. I'm an SHS graduate. I completed 2015. I became a mother along the line, and I have to stay at home for a while now. My child is currently 2 years, and a friend introduced me to this work, so I decided to do follow-up. I came around and I was accepted into the group. The work is going to be beneficial to me, and it's going to make me getting my daily bread better. When I was introduced to the group, I realized that it is a platform that I can use to learn.
Program ni masuya ni mabebre film. Ekwanya abefa so eduamu, ekwanya abefa so asomo ho machines bi. Ubesime de ebi asomo no ho. Ebi wo kwampa nkokko dem wo pese ye felintin. Enso your machine fofra ebetimi ayi saade anyina afrim. Na itima be kama to say abrofo di.
We our technical partners trying to empower are going to be equipped with snail farming techniques, aside other things like being able to grow their own feed, being able to market their own feed, being able to account for their own monies, and then to take snail farming as a business with sustainability in mind.
This is what real transformation looks like. Tullow AgriVentures isn't just another support. It's about elevating a new generation of agribusiness entrepreneurs, creating opportunities and driving lasting change in Ghana's agricultural sector.
Our extensive work in education. We had supported education for about 5 years. After all this, we realized that there was a great progression into the universities. People have
Agriculture remains the backbone of Ghana's economy, yet deep-seated challenges persist. Food insecurity, rural-urban migration, limited access to financing, and land tenure issues. The potential is there, but the support to unlock it hasn't always been.
Like the one I was doing earlier, when they lay their eggs, we know nothing about it, so we just throw the eggs away. For here, I've learned the language that I can read the eggs so that I can get news.
Recognizing this challenge, Tullow Ghana Limited and Innohub Foundation partnered to launch the Tullow AgriVentures Programme to recruit and equip youth and women with the skills, resources and networks to build sustainable agribusinesses.
The Tullow AgriVentures Programme was launched after our extensive work in education. We had supported education for about 5 years. After all this, we realized that there was a great progression into the universities. People have completed and they are looking for jobs. So we thought, look, let us go into projects that provide jobs. So our new strategy, which is basically looking at accelerating progress through partnership, is to create jobs. And the better way to do that is to do that through agribusiness. It is the reason why we launched the Tullow AgriVentures Programme.
Innohub's vision is to empower businesses to create jobs and share prosperity. We believe the agricultural sector of Ghana has a huge potential to create jobs for young women and young people in general, give them an income, give them something to look forward to every day, and ultimately contribute to building resilient societies. From year one, we have seen this happening across many communities of the country, and we are looking forward to long-term engagement in these communities as we sustain these jobs and the impact we are creating. Looking forward to doing more with Tullow Ghana Limited over the years, and the Tullow AgriVentures initiative is an amazing one. Excited to be doing this with Tullow.
Through this program, we sought to target young people and women who have the passion and drive to succeed in agribusiness but lacked the necessary resources. We have worked with experienced local technical partners who brought their expertise in modern farming techniques, agribusiness management, input financing, as well as financial literacy. The outcome has been life-changing for our beneficiaries. Many youth now work their own farms, more households are able to send their children to school, and communities boast of seeing a decrease in unemployment.
The impact is real. Over 400 new agribusinesses have been set up, with existing ones recording impressive growth. More than 500 direct jobs have been created, and many communities across Ghana are experiencing the impact of the TAP Lifeline. And today, many young people are seeing agriculture as a viable career path.
I'm Rita Sedinam W, a native of Aweme. I'm an SHS graduate. I completed 2015. I became a mother along the line, and I have to stay at home for a while now. My child is currently 2 years, and a friend introduced me to this work, so I decided to do follow-up. I came around and I was accepted into the group. The work is going to be beneficial to me, and it's going to make me getting my daily bread better. When I was introduced to the group, I realized that it is a platform that I can use to learn.
For a healthier, more sustainable future. And with Fidelity Bank, We championed the Green Tech Innovation Challenge, spotlighting bold solutions at the intersection of agriculture, energy, and sustainability. Every business supported, every job created, every community reached has been a part of our mission to fuel inclusive growth. And now, our journey continues with our most ambitious initiative yet, the Tullow AgriVentures Programme. Designed to empower youth and women in agribusiness, especially in rural communities, the program is changing lives across Ghana, one seed, one herb, and we are just getting started. This is Innohub. This is our impact. And this is the future we are building together.
Entrepreneurship journey started with Innohub in 2016 when they accepted us into the Innohub Accelerator Program, even when we were
in the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision. Supports 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable for African businesses. Today, that business supports thousands of SMEs across Africa, proof that early bets can yield exponential returns.
Hello, my name is Edward Nipi, co-founder and CEO of Built Accounting. Our entrepreneurship journey started with Innohub in 2016 when they accepted us into the Innohub Accelerator Program, even when we were an idea stage company. They gave us entrepreneurship training, funding, and office space for close to 2 years so that we'll get a chance to test our ideas out there and also validate the solution we had in the market before going to get our own office space.
From strategic partnerships like the MTN SME Support Program, which has offered hands-on capacity building and access to over 2 million Ghana cedis in funding for youth, women, and differently abled persons, to the SMB Green Accelerator, where we help green innovators turn sustainable ideas into scalable businesses. We knew funding was a key barrier, so we launched Wangara Green Ventures with support from the World Bank, providing catalytic capital for climate-smart businesses across Ghana. With the Clean Cooking Alliance, we supported entrepreneurs across West Africa, creating clean cooking solutions for a healthier, more sustainable future. And with Fidelity Bank, we championed the Green Tech Innovation Challenge, spotlighting bold solutions at the intersection of agriculture, energy, and sustainability. Every business supported, every job created, every community reached has been a part of our mission to fuel inclusive growth. And now, our journey continues with our most ambitious initiative yet, the Tullow AgriVentures Programme. Designed to empower youth and women in agribusiness, especially in rural communities, the program is changing lives across Ghana, one seed, one harvest, one entrepreneur at a time. 10 years in, and we are just getting started. This is Innohub. This is our impact. And this is the future we are building together.
Into
In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: support 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable for African businesses. Today, that business supports thousands of SMEs across Africa, proof that early bets can yield exponential returns.
Hello, my name is Edward Nikwi, co-founder and CEO of Built Accounting. Our entrepreneurship in 2016 when they accepted us into the Innohub Accelerator Programme, even when we were an idea stage company. They gave us entrepreneurship training, funding, and office space for close to 2 years so that we'll get a chance to test our ideas out there and also validate the solution we had in the market before going to get our own.
Strategic partnerships like the MTN SME Support Program, which has offered hands-on capacity building and access to over 2 million Ghana cedis in funding for youth, women, and differently abled persons, to the SMB Green Accelerator, where we help green innovators turn sustainable ideas into scalable businesses. We knew funding was a key barrier, so we launched Wangara Green Ventures with support from the World Bank, providing catalytic capital for climate-smart businesses across Ghana. With the Clean Cooking Alliance, we supported entrepreneurs across West Africa, creating clean cooking solutions for a healthier, more sustainable future. And with Fidelity Bank, we championed the Green Tech Innovation Challenge, spotlighting bold solutions at the intersection of agriculture, energy, and sustainability. Every business supported, every job created, every community reached has been a part of our mission to fuel inclusive growth. And now, our journey continues with our most ambitious initiative yet, the Tullow AgriVentures Programme. Designed to empower youth and women in agribusiness, especially in rural communities, the program is changing lives across Ghana, one seed, one harvest, one entrepreneur at a time. 10 years in, and we are just getting started. This is Innohub. This is our impact. And this is the future we are building together.
Creating opportunities and driving lasting change in Ghana's agricultural sector.
In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: support 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable for African businesses. Today, that business supports thousands of SMEs across Africa. Proof that early bets can yield exponential returns.
Hello, my name is Edward Nikwi, co-founder and CEO of Built Accounting. Our entrepreneurship journey started with Innohub in 2016 when they accepted us into the Innohub Accelerator Program, even when we were an idea stage company. They gave us entrepreneurship training, funding, and office space for close to 2 years so that we'll get a chance to test our ideas out there and also validate the solution we had in the market before going to get our own office space.
From strategic partnerships like the MTN SME Support Program, which has offered hands-on capacity building and access to over 2 million Ghana cedis in funding for youth, women and differently abled persons, to the SMB Green Accelerator, where we help green innovators turn sustainable ideas into scalable businesses. We knew funding was a key barrier, so we launched Wangara Green Ventures with support from the World Bank, providing catalytic capital for climate-smart businesses across Ghana. With the Clean Cooking Alliance, we supported entrepreneurs across West Africa, creating clean cooking solutions for a healthier, more sustainable future. And with Fidelity Bank, we championed the Green Tech Innovation Challenge, spotlighting bold solutions at the intersection of agriculture, energy, and sustainability. Every business supported, every job created, every community reached has been a part of our mission to fuel inclusive growth. And now, our journey continues with our most ambitious initiative yet, the Tullow AgriVentures Programme. Designed to empower youth and women in agribusiness, especially in rural communities. The program is changing lives across Ghana, one seed, one harvest, one entrepreneur at a time. 10 years in, and we are just getting started. This is Innohub. This is our impact. And this is the future we are building together. In the heart of West Africa, where innovation meets resilience, one organization has been quietly transforming the business landscape. For 10 years, Innohub has empowered small and growing businesses not just to survive, but to thrive. Our journey began with a bold mission: to drive job creation and shared prosperity by unlocking the potential of Ghana's entrepreneurs. Our very first program, the Innohub Accelerator, launched in 2016 with a simple but powerful vision: support 10 promising SMEs with seed funding and business development support. Among them was a young entrepreneur with the dream of making accounting accessible and affordable for African businesses. Today, that business supports thousands of SMEs across Africa. Proof that early bets can yield exponential returns.
Hello, my name is Edward Nikwi, co-founder and CEO of Built Accounting. Our entrepreneurship journey started with Innohub in 2016 when they accepted us into the Innohub Accelerator Program, even when we were an idea stage company. They gave us entrepreneurship training, funding, and office space for close to 2 years so that we'll get a chance to test our ideas out there and also validate the solution we had in the market before going to get our own office space.
From strategic partnerships like the MTN SME Support Program, which has offered hands-on capacity building and access to over 2 million Ghana cedis in funding for youth, women and differently abled persons, to the SMB Green Accelerator, where we help green innovators turn sustainable ideas into scalable businesses. We knew funding was a key barrier, so we launched Wangara Green Ventures with support from the World Bank, providing catalytic capital for climate-smart businesses across Ghana. With the Clean Cooking Alliance,
the energy in the room is down.
Entrepreneurs across West Africa,
But I think at the
clean
mention
cooking
of
solutions
dollars or
for a
money, then the
healthier,
energy should
more
rise. So
sustainable future. And
great.
with
So
Fidelity
the moment
Bank,
we have all been
championed the
waiting
Green
for
Tech
is
Innovation
here.
Challenge,
We have
spotlighting
our
bold
20
solutions
winners
at the
for the
intersection of
Tullow
agriculture,
AgriVentures Programme Growth
and
Stage
sustainability.
Cohort 2. The 20 people who will be walking
Every
into this
business
program
supported,
and a year down the
every
lane
job
will be
created,
counting amazing
every
results of
community
impact.
reached.
Just before we announce who wins the slots, we want to take just a minute to hear from one of our judges to give her thoughts on the entire process, and then we announce our winners. So please help me welcome upstage Abigail Mateko from Wangara. Wangara carries a lot of money, so if you want to do it better, maybe she sees your business and wants to invest.
Good evening, everyone. Just a few words. I'd like to say congratulations to everyone here. It's been good spending the day with you. And I think I speak for my colleagues when I say that you've made our work hard. Edu baby crying, I can't care rock, paper, scissors to see, because everyone did a great job. Everyone is doing great things, and we are happy to see that a lot of young people are channeling their energy into ensuring that we move the country forward and we make impact in so many ways than one. For those who may not have made the final 20, like Nelson said in the morning, it's not necessarily the end of the road for you. It just means that a few things may need fine-tuning, and just as a word of encouragement, maybe after here you see the program directors try to find out, okay, what did I not get? And like he mentioned, there's another opportunity, or there will be opportunities for you to probably get similar or more funding along the way. And so do not lose hope, keep doing what you're doing, and see you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abigail. When it comes to money matters, there's no waste of time. So we'll make it quick and snappy so that we can get out of here. So to help us to present the first 5 sets of our winners, please help me welcome the community liaison advisor from Tullow Ghana, Sebastian Blay. Please, a round of applause for him. And Sebastian happens to be one of the men from Tullow on the ground to ensure this project is always a success. So thank you very much for joining us. Yes.
Obiniye. Obiniye. Oh, I'm not getting the figure. Obiniye. Obiniye. In no particular order, I'm happy to make the first presentation to Naya Success.
Naya is the first winner for the 10,000 US dollars funding from Tullow Ghana. Oh, can we do better for her? Like Sebastian said, in no particular order. Congratulations, Naya. We are proud of you.
Nkatia Boga, Peanut Concert.
Congratulations, Peanut Concept. on joining the prestigious Tullow AgriVentures Programme Fellows 2025.
Farm 360.
Oh, she's not here yet. Can we do better?
Shares.
She's still coming. So, yeah.
Yava Farms.
Congratulations, Yava Farms. You have secured your slot in the Tullow AgriVentures Programme. Cohort 2. You are officially a top fellow. Thank you very much, Sebastian. Up next, we want to invite Abigail Mate from Wangara. Please give it up to the money woman.
Hi again. Okay, so this goes to Fortune Coffee.
Congratulations, Fortune Coffee. Exactly what we need after a long day to rejuvenate us. Some coffee in our system.
All right, this is for Mike D, or Mick D. How is it pronounced?
Give it up to the man who said he had to give up education just to work, build a business, and support many others. Congratulations, Mike D Ventures. We are proud of you.
Next is the Pepper Man, Grow It Green, Kojo Adams.
Oh, can we do better for him? He is here to pepper us. So let's pepper him with some claps. Congratulations, Grow It Green.
All right, this goes to Ab Ovo.
Ab Ovo. Oh, please give it up to her. She's all the way at the back there. Let's carry her with our claps until she gets here. Congratulations, Ab Ovo. Welcome to the Tullow AgriVentures Programme, Cohort 2. Please wait for your own photo.
All right, and this goes to the gentleman who goes all the way to Togo for okro, Mr. Kitchen.
The journey to Togo was not in vain. It has paid off. Congratulations, Mr. Kitchen. He's in a hurry to take his $10,000 away. Thank you very much, Abigail. We are so grateful. Please help me welcome upstage the Chief of Staff at Innohub, Mami Sewa Amwakohene. And she will present the next set of winners.
And this goes to From a Mother's Kitchen.
From Mr. Kitchen to From a Mother's Kitchen. A round of applause for her. I think by now you should know the trick. If you want to win, add a kitchen to your name. Congratulations. Yes.
And then we go from Mother's Kitchen to Smithfield Agribusiness.
Congratulations, Smithfield. You have earned your spot in the Tullow AgriVentures Programme, Cohort 2. We are super proud of you.
Okay. And next we have Fruity Star.
Congratulations. Indeed, you're a star.
And then we go from the Star to Pascal Fields.
Congratulations, Pascal. Pascal Fields. Welcome to the second cohort of the Tullow AgriVentures Programme. Congratulations, we are proud of you.
And the last one for me will be SATEC.
Congratulations, SATEC. Probably a good time for me to send you that invoice for the marketing. Thank you very much, Mami Sewa Amwakohene. And to help us present the very last set, please help me welcome Fifi Encho, Social Performance Manager at Tullow Ghana Limited.
This is to Confels Limited.
Congratulations, Confels. The team at Tullow and Innohub, we are proud of you.
And we are in for a conquest. Let's add investment, please.
Congratulations, Conquest. indeed this has been a conquest for you. You conquered. That's a good one. A round of applause for her.
Shall we welcome Golden AFB, please? I have two more. Please get ready.
Congratulations, AFB. We are proud of you.
I know we were told that it was in no particular order, but there is an order to this. Those that are coming in late are actually the highest scorers. Wow. Yeah, and they deserve, yeah. Somebody is really eyeing me. But you can come, Agro Empire. Right. So finally, we present to commodities from J Grant.
Thank you very much, Fifi. And congratulations. Jagan, we can't see your face. That's what excitement can do. Thank you very much. And round of applause once again for all of our finalists, for everyone who stood on this stage this whole day from morning to afternoon. Please, shall we give a rousing round of applause to every single one who pitched? And a bigger one to all our winners today. We say congratulations and officially welcome to Tullow AgriVentures Programme Cohort 2. Hallelujah! That came from the spirit. We are supposed to take some photographs, but just because we want to do it at the end of the program, we would want to reserve that when we close. So when we close, we want to have all the finalists and then the winners with our dummy checks on stage. Then we can take a wonderful photo with our jury. So at this point, we want to take a vote of thanks. We want to take a vote of thanks from one of our winners. And what a better way to close today than to have somebody who has conquered to give us a vote of thanks. Please help welcome upstage Conquest Investments Limited. You know what they say, I never expected it. I'm sure she never expected it.
Hello, everyone. It's been a great day. I hope I'll be able to conquer this one too. I'll try my best. Let me take a deep breath first. That surprise is really surprising. Okay. So it's been a great day. And I would like to say a very big thank you to Almighty God for bringing us this far. And I would like to send a heartfelt gratitude to our judges, the guests, and all the participants. We've all done really well, and it's been a learning curve for me. I don't know about others. It's been a learning curve. I've learned a lot more than I learned all the years in school. And I believe this is a long journey for us to go. This is just a beginning or a continuation for us. And with this, I'll say thank you to everyone. And we pray that we all get home safely from where we all came from. And we pray that God still stay with us in everything we are doing in our businesses and everything we do. Thank you.
What do you think? Did she conquer it? Okay, then another one for her, please. Indeed, what a phenomenal day it has been. We have witnessed on this very stage passion, innovation, and resilience from 25 outstanding businesses who stood here and proved that the future of Ghana's agriculture is not only bright, but it is unstoppable. Today, we've crowned 20 winners as part of the Tullow AgriVentures Programme Cohort 2, and we have doubled our impact what we made last year. On behalf of Tullow Ghana, Innohub, all of our partners, and everyone who has made this day possible, just like Conquer said, we say thank you very much. We've been excited, we've had a lot of fun, we've had a lot of learnings, and we hope that this would not be the end of the conversations that will drive Ghana's agricultural landscape to the next level, taking our seat at the table of food security and food sovereignty. It has been a wonderful day for us, and we say thank you very much, and God bless you. My name is King David, and on behalf of the team, especially at Innohub, who worked tirelessly to ensure that the money that Tullow Ghana provided was put to good use, we say thank you very much. God bless you, and do enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. So we would want to take the photographs. So if we can have all of our finalists on stage, then we have only the ones with the cards, the winners. So quickly, can we come on stage and take a wonderful photograph together? Yes. It's a ritual we have. We will take that photo and make a very beautiful one out of it. In the photo. Please, we have just a few minutes. So everyone who pitched on stage today, we want to have a wonderful group photo. Everyone that pitched on stage today would really love to have you here. Can we have everyone here, all our finalists, everyone who pitched on stage today? I doubt we can have all of them showing, so the rest of us can really stand in and take them for yeah. So those standing at the very back, if there's nobody behind you, you can raise it a bit higher, but make sure you don't cover your face. Yeah. So we're going to do a ritual we do here, just to celebrate. This is a celebratory picture. So we're going to count down from 10 to 1. So let's go. Oh. So please wait. So on the one, it's out Tullow AgriVentures. So let's go. Shall we have our soundtrack again? Good, let's go. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. 6, 5, there we go. 4, 3, So shall we go Tullow AgriVentures? Tullow AgriVentures! Congratulations and welcome to cohort 2. Thank you very much. So shall we have our judges join please in the photos? Please don't be in a hurry. We have our panel. Yes. So please, tomorrow, those of us who have been selected, remember tomorrow is onboarding for you. We would also have graduation ceremony tomorrow here at 10 a.m. 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 a.m. I know we are excited and our ears might be blocked, but please kindly take note of the announcement. We have onboarding here for all of us who have been selected as part of the cohort 2 here at 9:30 a.m. It's an onboarding ceremony for cohort 2 and a graduation for our cohort 1 members. So please let's be here on time. Let's have a wonderful period. And remember, on Friday it will be a boot camp for you. So the final for you will be on Friday, the boot camp session for you joining cohort 2. Don't forget. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Do enjoy the rest of the week. And please take a lot of pictures because we still have our Instacart outside. Because our landlords are taking their keys. We need to go. Thank you very much. And please, our finalists for tomorrow, don't be in a hurry to go. Please do well to see Priscilla. Priscilla's at the back here. You get your Tullow t-shirts for tomorrow. So please don't be in a hurry to go. Make sure you have your t-shirts for the program tomorrow.